boy, talk to me, whoa. Talk to me, whoa. Shout out CM. Keep it real. Shout out preach, yeah. Go ahead and preach, yeah. When you talk to us, you better think before you speak, yeah. Well, you better think before you speak. And all the pieces that I got them on my team, they complimentary. I walk up in the building, they feel the positive energy. Haters, they gon' hate, but they not gon' finish me. I can't let them get to me. I can't let them get to me. Now I remember them old days shooting in the crate. Man, I'm feeling like I'm Shaq. I'ma move them out the paint. Man, we doing what it takes to put some food up on our plate. Ain't no way we giving up. Ain't no way we losing faith. Cause we knowing that God got us. Something going on, let's talk about it. Man, let's talk about it like grown men. If we stick together, man, I promise we gon' win. Eyes on the prize, man, I'm always on Dan. Studio session, walking down, I be going in. Freestyling straight up at the top, don't need no pen. I'm better with no friends, I'm better by myself. We gon' make it to the top, man, only time will tell why they always playing with us. I told them don't poke the bear. OGs always give me game, I'm always soaking it in. You be hating in the chat, but you know you really a fan. Man, you going outside, hating on another man. Wow, shout out Showtime, ain't no birdie here the realest one. Why they over there chatting a fool like they Javale or something? Wow, 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 wow. They tryna get my attention, I ain't gon' pay none. Wow, everybody put their hands in the air. If you don't like it, you can stand over there. Wow, 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 wow. Showtime, ready up, no time. Wow, wow, wow. We ain't playing both sides. No. Yeah, keep it real. Shout out, preach, go ahead and preach, when you talk to us, you better think before you speak, wow, you better think before you speak.
Yo. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. We live and already locked and loaded. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Well, we got some things to talk about. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all come in. I knew they were gonna do this, y'all. I knew they were gonna do this. I figured. I'm not surprised. It just proves a lot of people point about the way they cover certain players. You know, they tend to they be trying to change the narrative, bro. I don't like that, man. We gotta keep the same energy, bro. We gotta keep the same energy. I don't care who it is. We is not finna do this. Let y'all come in first. Salute to everybody. My boy Thomas. I see you, Thomas. J. Lou. Mojo. The man said, bro, the strikes again. Shots on. What's good? Yes, sir. Hey, look, we gotta keep it a buck, man. Hey, all this fanboying for Jokic, man, this stuff gotta stop, bro. Hey, man, y'all can't be capping like this. Like, come on now. We ain't finna cap. We gotta call a spade like we always do. Well, on my channel, we do. We gotta keep the same energy. And shout out to everybody out there, man. Hope y'all having a good day. Warrior fans, damn, Warrior fans. Boy. If ain't one thing, it's another. But far as the Denver Nuggets, y'all, I was not surprised about the reports that came out today. I'm gonna pull it. Let me pull this up. I think Man, I think what they doing with Russell Westbrook. Now y'all know I have my criticism by the way he play, but I don't like the fact that they trying to use Russell Westbrook as the scapegoat. I got a big problem with that, man. And sports media, they not keeping the same energy. I hear a lot of you guys that love Jokic. Y'all ain't keeping the same energy. And I hate to bring that name up, but I'm gonna have to do it. Now, let's be honest, y'all. Every time LeBron James, every time a coach get fired, we always say, well, LeBron got him fired. But why is it that when it comes to Jokic, all of a sudden it's Russell Westbrook, though? Who idea was it for Russell Westbrook to come to the Nuggets? Let's keep it 100 now. So now Jokic don't get the same. He don't get held. He don't get held to the same standards. I mean, what we doing? So, according to multiple media outlets, they're saying Russell Westbrook they saying Mike Malone lost the locker room. He lost credibility because he played Russell Westbrook more minutes than the young rookies. To me, y'all, I think that's insane. That's weak. That's weak. That's your reason to fire him? Weak. And the more information they're getting put out there, really making me feel like Jokic had a lot to do with it. But Jokic was the one that brought Russell Westbrook over there. So now all of a sudden, it's not his fault anymore. And Jokic, he spoke on the situation yesterday after the game. But man, I think that's cap, bro. They talking about you got multiple players not happy about Russell Westbrook getting playing time. The Denver niggas been mediocre on defense all year long. Jamal Murray in and out of the lineup. Russell Westbrook have a lot of these games don't get me wrong, he's on a bad stretch. But like you go back a month ago, 2 months ago, Russell Westbrook was balling. Like he was helping this team get wins. Now all of a sudden when they start losing, it's Russell Westbrook's fault? Come on, bro. Like that's cap. That's cap, man. I ain't gonna lie. And then everybody sitting back talking about something. Oh, Russell Westbrook, he cost them that game against Minnesota and all that. Bro, that's just one game, though. The Denver Nuggets been trash on defense all year long. And part of it because of this guy right here on your screen, Nikola Jokic. Straight garbage on defense. Y'all blame Russell Westbrook for this? They sitting there saying, oh, Mike Malone giving Russell Westbrook special treatment. I want to know who are the guys that's complaining. Who is the guys that's complaining? Because they need to look at their leader. Their leader wanted Russell Westbrook on this team. That's facts. Just like LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook on the Lakers. So when the Lakers made that bad move, LeBron got the blame, as he should. So why the hell Nikola Jokic ain't getting the same heat that LeBron got? Why are we overlooking the fact that Nikola Jokic, y'all told me this. Y'all kept coming in, oh, Jokic got Russell Westbrook to the Denver Nuggets. They told me Russell Westbrook was going to make Denver Nuggets a championship contender again. So it didn't work out. Now it's Russ's fault. And the coach get fired and the best player on the team, oh, he gets a pass. Oh, he ain't had nothing to do with that. Really? Boy, the double standards in sports is crazy. It's crazy to me, bro. D got the two best players on the team play zero defense, including Michael Porter Jr. I don't want to hear nothing from him because he definitely don't play no defense. You guys love Nikola Jokic that much, bro? God dang. He got y'all one championship. Now all of a sudden, y'all pretend like this guy is Jesus Christ? Come on, bro. Like, that's cap. That's some bump. That's cap, man. I don't respect that, bro. That's lame. Oh, 60 points. So he had 60 points. And he lost. Who cares? Well, look, we've been saying for years, you put up all these stats and losing, that's empty calories. Same thing for Jokic. Same thing for Luka. They ain't no different, bro. What we doing? That man got one championship. They talking like this guy got 5-6 chips. He's the reason why Russell Westbrook owned the Denver Nuggets, man. And if it was a problem, why the leader? Why y'all ain't keep that in the locker room? How did they get out of the locker room, bro? That's what I want to know. If there was so much talking going on, why y'all couldn't say nothing among each other? This can be ironed out behind closed doors. Y'all got to throw Russell Westbrook's name. Y'all got to throw him under the bus. Really? All to protect Nikola Jokic. Come on, dog. I think that's lame, bro. That's a lame, bullshit ass excuse. That's a weak bullshit ass excuse, bro.
Nicole, it sounded like in your post-game interview with ESPN that you had lost your voice a little bit. How did you feel like you needed to use your voice more tonight in huddles?
I mean, I just wanted to say what I was, what I saw, and I think it helped us in the shooting. I think it helped us in a couple of situations. So, whenever I see something, I'm going to say it.
How do you feel like the decisions that were made yesterday spark this team to get you off on a run here?
I mean, if when someone wants to wake somebody up or change energy, that's probably what they do. In my country, if someone gets fired, your word is probably you're the next. So I think it's definitely changed something, and they get the reaction of what they wanted probably.
Nicole, how long is it going to take to get over the shock of Malone getting fired?
I mean, I think in this business you need to, just because playoffs are so right there, and we have two important games, so I think it needs to be quick, really quick.
David was talking about how the vibe wasn't right before. How does the vibe feel different now that Malone's?
I mean, definitely change. Like I said, I mean, if you want to change something, that's how we do it, and the owner wanted to do it, so it happens.
What did Josh tell you guys when he spoke to you?
I'm not gonna say it.
Have you had a chance to talk with Michael at all since?
Yeah, I texted to him. Yeah, so so it was a 10 years relationship. So it was just it was a heavy day for everybody. Probably.
But you couldn't speak up for your coach, bro. The coach helped you get the championship. So he spoke to Mike Malone. So and he admitted in his interview he talked with the owners. So all of this about the owners don't consult with the best players crap, that's bull crap, because he confirmed that. He confirmed in his interview that he spoke with the owner before they made his decision. He ain't stop it. He ain't even try to keep the coach from getting fired. Where's Jamal Murray at? He don't have no say so. Jamal Murray, bro, I'm trying to figure this out. Man, look. Is anybody loyal these days? Do anybody still believe in loyalty? Jamal Murray, bro, the only reason why you still on the nigga because of Mike Malone. You ain't speak up for the man either. That's crazy. So all y'all sat back talking about the man behind his back. And that man helped y'all get the championship. But loyalty don't exist anymore, bro. It's sad.
Especially for him and his family. So, but I always say it's part of the business,
Nikola, it's pretty rare for a team to do a coach and at once.
And I just it's all going to be about coaching. Sorry,
this will be the only one for me.
Okay.
But your perspective on the organization's reasoning, and when you did talk to Josh, like how do you feel about the reasons they did this?
I mean, I'm not going to say what Josh told me. So, I mean, I knew a little bit before everybody, and he told me like we made a decision, so it was not discussion.
Boom! You heard what he said. You heard what he said. Now, you heard what he said. I wind it back.
When you did talk to Josh, like how do you feel about the reasons they did this?
I mean, I'm not. So, I mean, I knew a little bit before everybody, and he told me like we made a decision, so it was not discussion, it was decision, and he told me why, and so I listened and I accepted. It's I'm not going to tell what he told me. I'm going to keep that private.
What does Adelman bring to the head coaching position?
So you ain't trying to stop it? So y'all ain't trying to stop the man from getting fired? Hey man, you know what, y'all? People would tell you how they feel without directly saying it. Bro, they ain't fired that man. That decision wasn't made just off of the owner sitting back in the skybox and he ain't like what he's seeing. That came from one of the guys on the team, the top guy, the guy with the biggest voice, voicing his frustration, indirect. That this had to be going on for quite some time, and the owner decided to pull the plug on him. Let's just be honest, bro. I don't believe all this talking about, oh, he has nothing to do with it, bro. He has something to do with it, bro. They're not gonna fire the man. Four games left before the playoffs, and Jokic had no say on it. I don't believe none of that crap, bro. We gotta keep the same energy, bro. And the fact that this is all over Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook is on this team because of Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is still on this team because of, and neither one of them guys spoke up for him. I'm pretty sure Mike Malone has stopped the organization trading Michael Porter Jr. Because remember, he almost got traded. Mike Malone stood up for these guys. So when the tough got going, they turned their back on Mike Malone. This is what we doing? All because he didn't give, what's the guy named Pickett, playing time? Don't get me wrong. Russell Westbrook can be a knucklehead. We all know this. Russell Westbrook, he can play his playing style is not conducive to win. It's not going to help your team win championships. But it's ways around it. It's way more than one way to skin a cat. I've been saying this for years. You got to manage Russell Westbrook. You got to manage his minutes. You can't play him 30 minutes, especially when he doesn't have it going. When he's turning the ball over, when he's shooting bricks, take him out the court. There's ways around it. But to pretend like he's the biggest problem, he's not the biggest problem. The Denver Nuggets didn't win a championship last year. They didn't win a championship last year. Their defense got worse last year and this year. If you take Russell Westbrook minutes away, the problems don't go away. The problem's still there. You look at this team, this roster is incomplete. They're gonna have to restructure this roster because it's not good enough to win. See, once you take away your best, once you take away their best defenders, and Nikola Jokic, he has to take responsibility on defense, and he's showing you he can't do it. Yeah, he has to take some accountability. He don't play defense. Jamal Murray don't. Michael Porter Jr. don't. But nah, we so in love with numbers. He averaged a triple-double. He gets a pass. Okay. They never gonna win another championship. Good luck. I'm happy they're not. And I hope they play the Clippers. I want them. I swear on everything. I want them. I want to be the ones to put them bums out their misery. Because they did Mike Malone wrong. They did that man wrong. He helped them bums get a championship. He helped this boy Nikola Jokic get to where he at, and Jamal Murray saved him from going to another team. I want them boys. Now, last night, this I noticed is true too. Because last night, Jalen Pickett actually got starting. He actually got the starting spot over Russell Westbrook. So they can't say it's not true. Russell Westbrook going to play 17 minutes. He was 2 out of 11 from the field, 0-4 from the 3. He wasn't playing good. 3 turnovers. That's cool now. You put the man Jaden Pickett in the starting lineup. He had a solid game. That's cool and all, but that ain't gonna solve everything though. You still gonna have the same problems. You still gonna be mediocre. So what's next? So when Nikola Jokic get cooked in the pick and roll, it's still gonna be Russ' fault. When Jamal Murray, I don't know where he at. He not even healthy. I don't know when he coming back. And when he come back and he don't play to the level that we expect him to play in the playoffs, is that gonna be Russell Westbrook's fault too? Man, you guys are crazy, bro. Like the fanboy shit is just getting out of hand, bro. Yeah, I watched LeBron fans do it with him. I didn't agree with it, and I'm damn sure I ain't finna agree with no Jokic, bro. Like, bro, like everybody got to take some blame for this, especially when you the franchise player. Man, bro, you handpicked this damn roster almost, man. You wanted them to bring Russ and a couple of these other guys, man. Come on. But you ain't gonna tell me this though. You're not gonna tell me some way, somehow, he didn't express frustration to the ownership, to upper management, about there may need to be a change. So the ownership just sat back and watched a 4th seed Denver Nuggets, and they've been top 3 for most of the year. They just sat back and watched the team struggle and Russell Westbrook get all the minutes and then decide, oh, we're gonna go a different direction. No, those players was bitching and complaining, man. Let's just keep it real. And it started with the big man. Because most of the people that look, you had people on the show that Nugget games. I got people hitting me up that know a little. Everybody say, "Oh, Nikola Jokic frustrated. Jokic frustrated. Jokic ain't happy." So the leader not happy. Guess what? Ain't nobody else gonna be happy. But I guess that only work for when you Kevin Durant or LeBron James. So we ain't gonna talk about Jokic, right? He put up triple doubles. Come on, man. All these guys, man, you a top. If you the franchise player, the owners and the upper management are always gonna come to you first for the roster and the coaching style. It always been like that, bro. And man, it's kind of disappointed to see Mike Malone, a guy that built up. He done built up his resume. He's the most winningest coaches in that franchise history. He has credibility. He has respect around the league. It's disappointing to see him get done like that. They can't even let this man finish out the season before kicking him out the door. And his 2 best players didn't even speak up for him. Come on, bro. Bro, ain't no loyalty in this game, man. Ain't no loyalty in this game. Man, look here, bro. Here's the thing. They couldn't have a team meeting before it got to this point. Usually you'll have teams have team meetings. Hey, man, we need to fix this, y'all. We 1 week away from the playoffs. We not playing good. Man, let's work it out. Y'all got to go behind people back like a bunch of snakes and talk about the man behind his back. Like, that's cold, bro. That's cold. I respect Mike Malone. He ain't perfect, but neither is damn Nikola Jokic. He damn sure ain't perfect. I see flaws in his game every single night, but we're not gonna talk about it because he put up big numbers, right? Okay. So what's next? I'm seeing reports. Dan Harley. Oh, Nuggets gonna contact Dan Harley and try to see if he can take over Mike Malone's spot. Okay, so what if that coach don't work? He get fired. Then what? Is that still gonna be Russ' fault too? Come on, bro. Everybody just using Russell Westbrook as a punching bag, but the Clippers, they're the only team that didn't do that. They the only team that ain't kick dirt on his name, bro. That's one thing about the Clippers. They didn't do that. They were professional. They took care of Russ when he returned to the Clippers. They gave him a tribute video, showed him love. Like, so but I'm looking at these, like this Denver Nuggets, they slimed out. They all kind of slimed out. Trust me, you're going to hear more about it when the season over with. You're going to hear more. The Clippers ain't even trade him. What are you talking about? He asked to get traded. So don't even lie like that. Russell Westbrook asked it out. Man, ain't nobody saying about no Clipper fans. Fuck Clipper fans. I'm talking about the organization. Fuck what I say. Fuck what anybody else say. I'm talking about the organization. Stupid ass boy. Just because you boys want to get on y'all knees for these basketball players. Let's talk reality though. That bum asked for Russell Westbrook to come to the team. And when here's the thing about it, when they were struggling, guys was hurt, Russell Westbrook stepped up. Soon as he started playing bad, they blame Russ. They blame Mike Malone. Ain't nobody blaming Nikola Jokic though. You said what did Harden say? Harden, yeah, go find a clip. I'll tell you what, go find a clip where anybody on the Clippers blame Russ. Go find a clip. Forget what the fans say. Go find a clip. Go find anything. Go find it and bring it right back here and show me the clip where the Clippers or anybody on the Clippers blame Russell Westbrook, call him a vampire. No, and he blame him and blame him for them losing. Every little thing. They blame him for every little thing. When he was on the Lakers, they did the same shit. All I know is this: Tyronn Lue still got his job. That's facts. Mike Malone, somebody that helped these motherfuckers win championships, he got fired. Tossed out like a seasoned salad. Frank Vogel got fired. They blame Russ. And y'all want to pretend like LeBron ain't had nothing to do with that. The same old fanboy shit. Come on, bro. You said you want them to blame the only guy on the team that's been consistent. He's consistent on what? Offense. What about the defense? The defense still ass. Just because you play on one side, but just because you play great on one side of the basketball court, don't mean you did your job. Yeah, that don't mean you did your job. I watched Tim Duncan sacrifice money to make sure his organization put a team around him. Why some of these guys ain't doing that? These guys want their cake and eat it too. They want to be getting paid $300 million and also want a chance to win the championship. Well, you ain't gonna be able to get both. You're not gonna be able to get both. You're not gonna be the highest paid player in the league, especially with this new collective bargaining agreement. You're not gonna be able to do both. Man, don't get paid all this money and then pretend like you want to win a championship. Like I said, that ain't never happened. You ain't gonna find one video. You ain't gonna find no article or nothing. Russell Westbrook left the Clippers because he wanted to leave the Clippers. Because Russell, he got recruited by Denver. Jokic wanted him over there. Nobody kicked Russ out. They was professional about it. Tyronn Lue kept his job. And let's just be honest. If there was something being said, it was Russell Westbrook. He was the one complaining. But all Tyronn Lue was trying to do is save him from himself. Without trying to embarrass him, though, at the same time. Not going to these meetings. See, I know how this shit go. I got a couple friends in this media shit, y'all. See, y'all don't know this. Some of y'all do. See, I know how this shit go. I ask, how did this shit go? Players go to these media people and tell them stuff. How you think they get this shit? It be these players running the play behind the scenes. Y'all don't know how this shit go? I'm telling you how this shit go. You notice when certain guys left out the Clippers organization, you ain't hear shit else? That's because they were snitching. And they got them snitches up out of there. Now it's quiet. Dudes be running plays behind the scenes, and when it backfired, they disappear. Don't want to take the blame. Come on, dog. Y'all cap. I don't care about them 30-point triple doubles. Defense still washed. If you really want to win the championship, man, take a pay cut then, buddy. And go get your shooting guard back. KCP getting paid big bucks now. You ain't had the money to keep him. You done lost your whole damn roster. I ain't even try to replace them guys with defense or nothing. And these guys firing Mike Malone because they want him to play Jalen Pickett, a guy that I never even heard of, a guy that ain't never accomplished nothing in this league. Yeah, they say he talented, but bro, that ain't enough to fire, dude. I ain't buying this story because we already know how this shit go. You not finna tell me Jalen Pickett not getting playing time is the main reason he got fired. Straight up bull crap. It's bull crap. You know it's bull crap. You guys are quick to blame Kevin Durant. We'll come on here. We'll make 1,000 videos saying LeBron got this guy fired, got that guy fired. But as soon as it comes to y'all Jesus, y'all Lord and Savior, and y'all God, Nikola Jokic, oh, he ain't had nothing to do with it. He did his part. Man, get out of here, bro. This man ain't playing football. He ain't no quarterback. He just throw the ball and go sit on the damn bench when it's time to play defense. His big fat ass on the court on both ends of the floor. And when the playoffs come, when he get his ass cooked on defense and get sent home in an Amazon package first thing in the morning, what y'all gonna say then? Because the coach gone now. So we need to be playing Jada Pickett, right? We'll play Jada Pickett and watch his ass get cooked the whole series. Put that Jada Pickett dude up out of it. Put him on the court and watch what happens. Him, all of them getting sent home. Just like that. Yeah, Russell Westbrook getting limited minutes now, right? Okay, keep it like that. I'm glad he getting limited minutes. So when his ass on the bench and the best player on the court getting cooked on pick and rolls and drop coverage, he getting his ass fish fried on the damn block. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about no Mike Malone. I don't want to hear nothing about no Russell Westbrook. Since he guard, right? Tell him win another championship this year. Since he guard. Since he the Lord, since he the best thing since sliced bread. Since he better than Shaq, since he better than Kim Olajuwon, since he better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, tell him win another championship then. I shut my mouth. It ain't gonna happen. First round exit, deliver that shit. We're gonna press play. We're gonna get them motherfuckers up out of here. I want it. Y'all gonna see that we're gonna lock that shit up they be doing. It's over with. They getting sent home. They gonna get what they deserve. They did Mike Malone wrong. Ain't nothing y'all gonna do. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Jokic fans can dick ride him as much as they want to. It ain't gonna save them, bro. They defense still garbage. Nikola Jokic, he never gets cooked. Y'all don't hold him to y'all say he the best player in the world, but y'all don't hold him to the same standards that all the other all-time greats. Y'all give him a hall pass every single time. Shout out to C. Brown. He said Nugget wasn't going to re-sign him back. Matter of fact, they was going to fire him before they went out. They went on that 8-game winning streak. What up, Andre? These boys running the play. See, this one I don't like about these folks, man. They'll look at a guy like LeBron. See, just pay attention to this, bro. This is what I don't like about these folks. They'll look at a guy like LeBron, Kevin Durant. Hey, boy, he be quick to make 1,000 videos. They be quick to overanalyze everything. Oh, this KD guy, Kevin Durant. Oh, we got to revisit Kevin Durant legacy, bro. We got to visit his legacy. He's getting coaches fired. When it comes to Nikola Jokic, oh, he did his job. So even if Nikola Jokic now don't even make the playoffs, oh, he did his job. But when it comes to them, nah, man, empty stats, empty calories. Man, get up out of here, bro. Man, we're gonna call spade straight down the line. I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. If you don't, you ain't gonna be coming around here riding the fence, shaking and jiving on my not on my watch. A championship coach is fired on his day off a damn week before the playoffs, and we sit here blaming Russell Westbrook, a guy that have no power. He has no power. Zero. Russell Westbrook has zero power. He have no say-so. He was brought to this team by a guy named Nikola Jokic. The guy y'all praise. Can't do no wrong. Oh my God, did you see Nikola Jokic? He had 60 points. He did his job. Shut up, bro. I had to block a couple dudes on Twitter because I'm tired of this crap. Y'all be the same dudes. Anybody else put up them big numbers and they losing empty calories. With this guy, he does nothing wrong. He does everything perfect. I'm tired of it. Y'all make people not like the dude because of how much y'all be talking about him, bro. What y'all be saying? Glazing? What you doing for him? Y'all do be fake, and soon the dude fall off or get hurt. Oh no, I ain't never said this about Nikola Jokic. I ain't never said he was a all-time great. You get your refund, act like you ain't never said nothing. I ain't gonna stand on that, bro. Dudes be fake as hell, bro. I can't stand these dudes, bro. These dudes be so fake to me, bro. They just want to ride away every single time. Every time a new shiny toy come out, everybody want to get the toy, act like it's the best thing since sliced bread. They love themselves some Nikola Jokic. God dang, bro. The man's so special. Go win another championship. And then y'all be lying, talking about some, oh, without Nikola Jokic, the Nuggets wouldn't be this, the Nuggets wouldn't be that. Man, last time I checked, the Nuggets couldn't get out the first round without Jamal Murray. What have they done without Jamal Murray? What have they done? They done nothing without Jamal Murray. Y'all give Jokic all this credit. This man did nothing without Jamal Murray. And then the media They have fine reasons to give this man the MVP every single year. At first, you had to be the number 1 seed to get MVP. And then the Jokic come around, all of a sudden you can be the 6th seed and still get MVP. Bull crap. They found reason to give him every award, MVPs and all this other stuff. You got Steve Kerr on damn talking, he capping out, talking, oh, Nikola Jokic is the best player I ever seen. Hey, y'all boys always got to do that, bro. Y'all got to sell y'all soul to get along with these folks, man. Keep it real, bro. Is this generation of basketball players that sensitive? You can't have your own opinion, so you got to kiss ass to keep both feet in the door. Both feet in the door. You got to kiss ass to keep both feet in the door. For real. They got to go like that. So y'all around here kissing ass and licking boots to keep those relationships, so you got to lie? Man, you'd have been around Keem Olajuwon, Shaq. You done watch Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You done watch Moses Malone. We done seen all type of great sons. And these dudes want to kiss his ass. He ain't never made no all-defensive team, never gonna make all-defensive team. All he do is put up a bunch of numbers. Outside of 1 year, he's been a loser. Without Jamal Murray, let's keep it 100 though. Without Jamal Murray, the Denver niggas don't win squat. Let's just be honest. A lot of this stuff was Jamal Murray work. He the one that been putting up the big performances, going back to the bubble. They give this man all this credit though. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain and all this. Y'all act like y'all never seen. I'm listening to these guys. Listen to these guys talk. Oh, Nikola Jokic is something we never seen before. Bro, what are we talking about? He nothing we never seen before. I done seen better centers. Y'all just kissing ass, bro. Y'all just kissing ass, man. Y'all always do that. You talking about you act like you don't need a number 2 to win a chip. Most number 1s can't do it by themselves. Man, shut up with that shit, man. Because y'all don't never give Jamal Murray credit. Y'all give Nikola Jokic all the credit. Since the Denver Nuggets have won a championship, they give 90% of the credit to Nikola Jokic. And they pretend like he don't have a number 2. Where you been at, bro? They always give Nikola Jokic all the credit, bro. But when they bombs lose, that bomb don't get no credit. He don't get no blame, I meant. The bomb don't get no blame. His bum-ass defense, that bum-ass, sorry-ass pick-and-roll defense get fried every night, and you bitches sit down talking about fucking numbers. Fuck them numbers. If he an all-time great, he the best player in the world, he gonna get criticized like it too. I can't talk basketball with you bums. All y'all do is care about numbers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all defensive. Shaq, all defensive. All these other guys, all defensive. And we get to this bum, we want to act like he don't have to play defense. Man, fuck out of here. Lost y'all mind, dog. Man, excuse my language. I'm tired of this crap, though. He said, bro, we give Jamal the credit. Most of the credit go to the best player. It is what it is. Jamal Murray either hurt or he unavailable. Okay, when he is available, what happened? But Kimfolk, listen to me though, right, Kimfolk? Listen to me though. When he is available, what happens? What happens? When Jamal Murray was available, what happened? They got a championship. Excuse my language. I'm fired up. I try to watch what I say. But when I'm turned up, I'm turned up. Rock with me. It is what it is. Y'all got a championship. It's not like y'all don't have a championship. Nikola Jokic, bro, it's when Jamal Murray not available, y'all don't even come close to winning another championship. Y'all don't even come close to winning another chip. That's facts. At least when the man available, you get to the damn next round. Y'all don't even come close to it. But let it be LeBron. Let it be LeBron James. Let it be Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Oh, it's time to cook, right? It's time to cook. When I came up here and said Steph Curry need a sidekick. He can't do all this by himself. You know what they said? Showtime, you being a fanboy of Steph Curry. You giving Steph Curry a pass. No, that's reality, right? Just like you just said. Everybody need a co-star, right? But when I said that about Steph Curry, you said I was capping. Y'all need to hold him accountable, remember? So see how y'all boys be, see how y'all don't keep the same energy? See how y'all don't keep the same energy? So we say this about other players. Oh, no. You gotta hold them accountable. So you can't get him a pass. So Steph Curry ain't getting it done. So Steph Curry is 37 years old. You don't think he need a co-star? No, so when Nikola Jokic is 30 years old, and since he the best player in the world, since he's the greatest center ever, tell him to lead this team without Jamal Murray. Now I hope they trade Jamal Murray. Trade Jamal Murray. Just ride it off with somebody else. Let's see if they win another championship since they got the great Nikola Jokic. And I respect the man game. I give him props all the time. But what I don't like is I don't like the hypocrites. I don't respect the hypocrites, bro. The hypocrisy in the media, the double standards, it always get exposed. It always gonna get exposed one way or another. It's gonna prove my point every time. Y'all don't keep the same energy with certain players, bro. Y'all sit up here, all this fake outrage, y'all crying about certain players getting players fired and trading all this other stuff. When it comes to this guy right here, when it comes to Luka Doncic, I notice how y'all don't never get these guys no. It's always somebody else's fault. I noticed that, bro. It's always somebody else's fault. Funny. But this guy right here, Nikola Jokic, for a guy to be held up to that high of a standards, he gets no smoke for no playing defense, none of that. Come on, bro. It's crazy. Shaq gave the Lakers 3 championships, he still got blamed for when they didn't lose. And when he went to Miami, when they didn't get it done. He still got blamed. Kobe still got blamed. Magic Johnson still got blamed. Akeem Olajuwon. You got dudes hating on Akeem Olajuwon, and he won 2 chips. You got guys hating on Michael Jordan. He got 6 championships. Hey, man, you can come up here rolling your eyes all you want to. You want a problem, motherfucker? I can drop the link. You come up here rolling your eyes like a little girl all you want to, bro. Your fat face ass, stupid motherfucker. I'll drop the link. Matter of fact, I'll drop the link right now. I ain't in a good mood today. Y'all gonna excuse my language. Since you want to come and roll your eyes like a little girl, I'll drop the link. Ain't nobody bring no victim mentality. Nigga, I'll make you into a victim. I'll make you into a victim. Ain't nobody got no victim mentality. We talking basketball. I'll make your ass into a victim. Hit the damn link. That's what I want you to do. Hit that doggone link. I'll make you into a victim. I guarantee you this. The next time LeBron get another coach fired, and when I talk about it, your ass gonna be right over here. Amen. Everything I say. I guarantee you this. Soon LeBron get another coach fired and another player fired, and I come over here and talk about him, you're gonna be the first one to come over here and say it's LeBron James' fault. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you, when Kawhi Leonard lose and Tyronn Lue get fired, you gonna say it's Kawhi Leonard's fault. I guarantee you this. Fake and phony. Tell me I ain't lying. Tell me I'm not lying. You ain't got to lie to me. I'm a real sports guy. I don't look. I don't make no look. When I speak on something, I'm speaking on something. I'm keeping everything in perspective, giving you logic. Y'all got to give me a pass for my behavior right now. Give me a pass. Hey, give me a pass, man. Give me a pass, y'all. I know I'm wilding right now. I know I'm tripping out. I just want people to be consistent, though. Be consistent, man. I know I'm wilding out, but it ain't gonna always be like this. Trust me. My fault. Excuse the language. Hit the like button, but we have to be honest. We gotta be consistent, man. Stop giving his guy MVP. Stop moving the goalposts just to give Jokic the MVPs. Stop moving the goalposts to not give Nikola Jokic the blame for when things go wrong, things go bad in Denver. Coaches get fired, players get traded. Stop doing this. He's the best player in the league. I'm holding him to that standard.
Show, what up? Show. What's the deal, bro?
What up, home?
Ain't nothing, bro. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this whole thing, bro. Like, when the news popped up, I was celebrating my birthday Monday, but when the news popped up, like what it was, Tuesday, I think it was yesterday or Tuesday, whatever it was. I got up and I seen this and I seen it. At first they said whatchamacallit got fired or Mike Malone got fired. And then they said the GM also took a leave of absence as well. So the GM technically did get fired or whatever. They just told him to leave. We ain't signing him back. Da 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 da. As I was looking at the article, the most important name in the article, dude name was Cronky. I don't remember his first name. His name is Cronky. Kronke. Some shit like that, whatever. He's the head of sports and entertainment and whatever in the league front office, some shit like that. Weird shit. I had to look it up, and basically it was orders up high that basically got them up out of there. So according to the article, just paraphrasing, man, they said it was back and forth between Mike Malone and the front and the GM. Mike Malone, one of the veterans. The GM wanted new guys up in there. He wanted obviously he was big on Christian Braun, Peyton Watson, and another player I can't really remember his name. Da 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 da. Basically this was like an inside type of thing between the coaching staff and coaching staff and the front office. That's what apparently that's what that was. I don't know how much Joker got anything to do with it. I mean, I ain't gonna put no blames on the players.
Why
Just that
not?
and the third.
Why
The
not?
re-
It's LeBron is his fault, right?
the reason being is because we ain't got enough intel on it.
We don't have
We ain't,
okay. Hold on. Okay, let me get this straight. So when it's anybody else, we don't have intel on it, right? And the first thing we do is we come on YouTube and we say it's that player fault. It's this player fault. Y'all have full breakdowns. Y'all go weeks talking about this stuff, months. Right. Y'all will interrupt other shows to bring up LeBron got this guy fired. KD got this guy fired. But when it comes to Jokic, we don't have enough evidence. Really?
Well, sure. The only reason why I'm saying it is because there's not a history of this with this organization. That's the only that's number one. Number two, the thing is like we got to go off I'm only going off the article because this Denver firing is still fresh. Just 10 days ago, we was talking about what Memphis the thing that happened again in Memphis with that coach. And I never once heard and I only heard Ja Morant name come up
We talked
once.
about that. We
Yeah,
literally
no,
talked about
no. Wait. Hold
We literally
on.
came here and said John Morant fault. We literally said that. We
Listen.
just made a video about it.
Hey, hold up. I didn't say that. Listen, that's probably true, but at the same time, that's everybody know, bro. Like, listen, you can speculate and do this, do that, but the only thing I said about this particular situation with Denver is that after looking at the article and after observing all of that, I didn't hear nothing about the players' names coming up. I didn't hear nothing about how somebody was mad that Russ was getting minutes or whatever. I probably maybe heard that once, but I didn't hear Joker name come up in this at all, bro. Like I really didn't, bro. Like we got to at the end of the day, Joker's about to average a 30-point triple double. He's tied to second with steals, which is crazy. I didn't even know that shit. But
I'm so tired hearing about this.
hold on. Nah,
Sad Showtime. This shit sad.
I'm gonna just say this, and I'm dipping, bro. Like y'all can have your opinions on it, or y'all.
No, you
need
stay
to.
your ass right here. You ain't going nowhere. You stay your ass right here.
Look,
no, I'm not letting you escape.
Look,
you stay right here.
Look, all I'm gonna say, bro, is bro, just based on the
cold smoking. Come back.
Based on
your ass right here. You ain't going nowhere. Keep going.
Based on the article, everything was mostly a back and forth between Mike Malone and Calvin Booth. That was the big bickering back and forth. That he wanted to play the veterans. He was mad about Bruce Brown leaving. He's mad about KCP. He's mad about the Jeff Green situation. And Calvin Booth wanted the new players. He wanted the Christian Bronze, Peyton and all these new guys that they was getting. You know what I'm saying? That's really only thing I could gauge with it, bro. But the higher ups, Cronky, the sports entertainment guy and the owner, they made the ultimate move to get them both up out of there.
Okay, Lee. What about the part where it said Nikola Jokic expressing frustration? It don't stop right there with Mike Malone and Calvin Booth getting into it. What about the other stuff? Nikola Jokic is frustrated. He's mad. He's tired of this. You got players are angry about Russell Westbrook getting all the playing time. What about that too? So
that's valid.
Nikola Jokic admitted in the interview, I was everybody else he was gonna get fired. So if he wasn't happy about it, why he didn't speak up for his coach?
Well, I don't know why they didn't speak up for him, bro. I don't know. That's a good question, bro. Like whether he would have spoke up or whether he wouldn't have spoke up, bro. Like, listen, I don't know. Like, I think they had their mind made up. You got to remember, the coach and the GM got fired, bro. So that means, bro, like whoever was right or whoever was wrong, both of them got up out of there. At the end of the day, both of them is up out of there. They not re-ing up Calvin Booth contract, and they got Mike Malone up out of there after the successful 8 seasons that he didn't have with their team. And probably the most in history, they only championship. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what you like. Be honest with you, bro. And it's gonna sound, I know you're gonna get pissed off, but I don't know what Jokic could have did to speak. I don't in terms of speaking speaking up. I really don't, because you got to think about it, bro. Who is he gonna talk to? The GM? The GM opted. He out of a job too. He couldn't talk to the GM.
Can we talk about the whole season? Come on, man.
Hold on, Tom. Don't skip the line. Let Mads go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Mash.
Salute to all you guys, man. What up, Thomas? I don't know what the
What's
hell
good,
we're
man?
talking about, bro.
What's going on, man?
I don't go off of articles, bro. These writers got biasness, friendships, narratives, and agendas, bro. So advice to your league, bro. Please don't go off of, bro. And an article can't be the end all be all. Now let's get to the smoke, bro. This comes down to a championship caliber coach, in my opinion, who has old school values, who's not afraid to call his players out. He even said that his guys don't watch film, and that starts at the top. Because if your guys ain't watching film, they doing what the leader's not doing, which is Joker. That means Joker's not watching the film. And so for me, it comes down to, I think Mike Malone's voice got, kind of old, and he has some old school values, like a Greg Popovich, where he's not afraid to call out his guys. Listen, Thomas, these dudes don't want to be coached, bro. You can't criticize these so-called divas, bro, right? I mean, bro, Joker's not playing no defense. He's not playing no defense. Like that, the Denver Nuggets right
That's
now have a
facts.
26.
That's what I was about to say.
They have a 26 ranked defense in the NBA, and we don't want to blame the so-called center. Who's listen? So you mean to tell me that all your energy is on offense, but you don't have no energy on defense, bro? And listen, if Joker went to the ownership, Leak talking about who is he going to talk to? The goddamn owners, nigga. Like, what you mean? He gonna talk to the goddamn owners who own the goddamn team. Hey, bro, if you fire Mike Malone, trade me, right? So this is funny because y'all blame Kevin Durant for getting homeboy fired after the Suns trade, and KD only played down there like 17 games, and y'all blame Kevin Durant. So the best player, Joker, gets all the credit.
And Kyrie.
Guess what? Yeah. Okay, cool. And Kyrie. But guess what? And he gets all the goddamn blame, bro. Like, we can't pick and choose when our best players aren't being held accountable, bro. And for me, I put this shit right at Joker's feet, bro. Everything that goes on with this organization, he gets all the goddamn credit. Even when they lose last year, blowing a 20-point lead, you know what they said? Oh, Jamal Murray didn't play well. Nah, nigga, Joker wet the bed in the fourth quarter. That's what happened, right? And so again, Thomas and Showtime,
Ant-Man outplayed that dude all the way in every fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Let me close on this last thing, bro. You can't tell me that Joker had no wind of it, because what team in their right mind would not let their best player know what they're about to do, firing one of the only few coaches left in the league that has that type of cachet? Like, this is crazy, bro. And so for me, this comes down
don't
to
close. Mas, don't close. Keep going. I want you to answer this, and you can keep going from there.
All right.
How are we gonna pretend like this team, when Jamal Murray's healthy, this team's championship caliber? Because we got proof of it, right? You gotta acknowledge and you gotta admit that if he was healthy and played 70 games, Mike Malone is still the coach and they're still winning. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Just let me close real quick, just on this last note, Showtime. I think for me, Mike Malone holds his guys accountable. Certain guys didn't like it; they're divas, and sometimes coaches say things passive aggressiveness. And when Mike Malone came out and says that guys don't watch film and certain other things, bro, without him saying Joker's name, he's really calling out his best player, because I can't get on Russ if I can't get on Joker. I can't get on Porter Jr. if I can't get on Nikola Jokic. And trust me, I know y'all think that Nikola Jokic is Jesus Christ, but we know what time it is, Showtime, bro. He has the skin. He has the skin, the right skin.
Or the complexion.
For the protection, right? Because he's going to get passed, bro. He's going to get passed. This dude is being held to standards that I've never seen nobody be held to, even in his failures, right? We get on LeBron. We kill KD. We kill Kyrie. We call Devin Booker a fucking loser. All this shit, right? And we're giving Nikola Jokic a pass, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Mike Malone is one of the few coaches who I love his coaching style, bro. He is a perfect coach for this team. And it's a shame that we're in the league now, Thomas, where coaches can't even coach their best players, bro. Because there's no doubt in my mind that Joker knew about this and probably has something to do with it, bro. I'm blaming Nikola Jokic, bro.
Showtime, can you put the article up there I sent you to say, since we want to speak on the articles?
Hold on. Let me say it real quick. Bro, can y'all stop this bull crap about victimhood? Y'all always latch on to words that trending. Man, shut up. You wasn't saying victimhood 10 years ago when you popped out of your damn mama twat box. Shut your mouth, man. Look here, bro. Everything, you ain't gotta use victimhood. That's for, leave that shit for politics, bums. We talking basketball. Right. Take Nikola Jokic fat titty out your mouth and talk real talk.
Show. Can you show?
Guys, see, look, I noticed this. When it comes to this, ain't got nothing to do with no black and white. Like last time I checked, Mike Malone white. This ain't got black and white. I'm talking about y'all give these guys passes, bro. I don't care about black or white. I'm going out what I'm seeing. Take the man fat titty out your mouth. He ain't gonna buy your ass no shoes. He ain't gonna invite your ass to his country.
Show, can you put the article up there since they want to bring up article? Put the article up there that says Joker was mad that the coach kept playing Westbrook. Can you put that? I sent it to you. Can you put it on the screen?
Yeah. I got
you. Since Mass said don't bring up articles, I'm gonna help Mass out. We got articles, and
but it's not true.
So your article is true because you chose your article.
Let me go, show it.
No, that's not true.
That is true. So your article is true. You said article.
No. What I'm saying is the Russell Westbrook story that I mean,
the players was mad. The players was pissed. Well,
But
okay,
Jamal,
why did Westbrook only play 17 minutes
no,
last
Jamal
night?
Murray has been
I don't
injured and
believe that
out.
shit
Who else is
either,
going to
bro.
play those minutes?
I don't believe
Well,
that either.
why did Westbrook only play 17 minutes when he been playing 30 plus?
You right, but guess what, nigga? They was winning with Westbrook when Jamal Murray was out. Westbrook kept them afloat.
No. He's talking.
Russell Westbrook.
But he's talking about an article, Elise. He's talking about pull up articles. He chose an article to pull up.
I don't believe that shit.
No. Listen, I'm saying. Moss said what? Showtime said what article? The guy said I only saw one article. Moss came up and said let's don't do no articles, and I said you know what? Let me help Moss talk about more articles than one, because I done seen it to Showtime. Joker was pissed at Malone because he kept playing Westbrook too damn much. That's what the argument. So that's what leaked into the thing. So
Yeah,
how can you believe? How you can believe Article A and ignore Particle B, C, and D just because you said Particle? What that tells me is you don't want to air Joker out because you want to protect Joker, like Matt said. So you want to ignore every other article and blame your article. It don't work like that. No.
But guess what though?
Man,
This
let
is
me say
look.
something,
Just look.
Shoka. I
How
ain't
many
that long.
different articles are
I
there?
ain't
So
that
they can
long,
protect
man.
their
All right,
asses,
hold
bro.
on.
It shouldn't be 100 different articles.
Let's go one man at a time, one man speak, everybody listen. Go ahead, Hearn.
First of all, show man, hey, good job, man, with this video for us holding Nikola Jokic accountable for what's going on, because we'll cook any other superstar there is if it was anybody else. So you doing
That's
right,
facts.
and it is Jokic's fault. End of the day, this beef has been going on even before what Thomas was talking about. People gotta remember during the off season, there was reports that Mike Malone in the front office wasn't seeing eye to eye, and they was thinking about firing his ass then. So obviously it's been an ongoing beef that's been going on for a while, and they just capitalized off the opportunity of Jokic and Mike Malone bumping heads to fire him, something that they've been wanting to do. You guys can fact check it if you guys think I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. On Showtime, you can correct me right now. Maz, you can too. G Money. Oh, y'all could correct me too if it wasn't any tension during the off season of the Denver Nuggets front office and Mike Malone. They wanted to fire him then. It just would have looked bad on their part if they would have fired him in the off season before this season started. So they didn't want to deal with that publicity behind it.
He been calling out the players all year.
Now, what
Hearn.
that say on the screen? What that say on the screen?
Yeah.
Mike Malone be calling out the defense all year long. That's what Master's speaking on. That's what Master's speaking on.
Bro.
But
Forget it. Bro, the teams began to hear Nikola Jokic's patience was wearing thin in Denver due to the team struggle.
Yeah.
Denver, the Nuggets locker room was a mess. The team, the league sources indicating that the franchise most important players, including the three-time league MVP, has grown frustrated, fatigued by Mike Malone's furious ways.
Yep. And Mike Malone been actually calling out the front office as well.
All I'm saying is this, though. Look,
Mike Malone been calling out Murray and Joker for defense and every time out. It's on the fucking film, bro.
But he been calling out the front office
Let's watch out for the language. I know I went crazy, but let's calm down. Look, this is my thing. Say if it ain't true. When this stuff come up for any other player, guess what? We taking and run with it. We got 1,000 videos up. Say if it's not true. Say if 100%, which I think it is true. I think he has some part in it. I'm standing on that. I do believe that. Because when your most viable player is frustrated, that's going to cause problems. It starts at the top. I always believe that. It's going to start at the top. It might be your best player or your second best player. It's going to start one of them.
You can just tell how this shit worked, bro. Last year, they was talking about, at the end of the season, they was talking about, to Herm's point.
I want to hear from Sneed. What's my guy name? Did he leave out here? Sneed? Who was that up in here?
Yeah, Sneed, what's happening, Sneed?
Who is that? Who is Sneed? What did he leave out?
Nah, he probably left out, but he used to be with us on ticket shit sometimes too.
I don't even remember, bro. Even if you hear the thing, even if y'all said it's not true, why y'all don't do that for anybody else? Y'all do it. Why y'all don't say it for anybody else? It's all entertainment. It's definitely true. It's definitely true. But with Coney Jokic, it's not true. The GM and the coach ain't get along. Come on, bro. I think Russell Westbrook shouldn't be getting 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Ding. I think Mike Malone, he could have did a better job at managing that. Same thing any other coach, because I've been saying this for 5-6 years. Ding. Nikola Jokic don't play any defense. He needs to be held accountable for not playing defense. Instead of crying and talking about you guys ain't playing defense, you need to play defense too. Ding. The coach, the GM.
That's what Max was saying.
The GM needs to be held accountable for putting his roster together. You didn't replace your defenders. Ding. It's that simple.
That's what Max was saying, bro. They're holding the players accountable. Mike Malone been saying all year long, to Max's point. Is the Denver has not been playing defense. That's what Mike Malone been talking about all year long. Who the fuck you think he's talking about? Excuse my language.
But the cool part about it, they never played defense, and I told y'all that years ago that they
the whole team
we
playing
gotta
defense.
pass it on, man.
It was just rigged up for them to win.
Like, hold on a second. Over here, T. Price, what you got on it, bro?
Salute Herm, salute everybody.
T. Carter.
What's good, bro?
So I seen an article the other day where Jokic was saying that the team was not playing no defense and lacking defense when, he doesn't even play defense himself, I watch every game and I get tired of him just standing there, letting people shoot wide open 3-pointers, just attacking at the basket in the rim and all of that type of stuff, It gets annoying sometimes, bro. Plus, you got Mike Malone giving Russell Westbrook like 25 minutes, and this nigga's like Sonic on the court, excuse my language. He missing layups and breaking and fouling people at the 3-point line and stuff. Then you got Calvin Booth. I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. This dude over there not replacing our defenders, like you said, not getting us no veteran players that we need. Just want to go young and stuff like that, man. It's just a wrecking Denver.
You know what's disturbed? You know what I'm surprised about? I thought this group had more. I thought they had better chemistry than this. You would think something like this would get handled behind closed doors. That's why you have team meetings, right? That's why you if you on the same locker room, I believe when there's a problem, we can easily fix it. Keep it inside the locker room. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out how we're going to get on the same page. When you got a bunch of guys that just they split up and nobody's trying to fix the problem, that let me know right there. The leader.
Right.
It starts right now.
There is no chemistry. The Joker doesn't do any team activities with any of the players on the team, bro. He does his own thing. He ain't building no chemistry with them guys.
Can you put that article back up? Your last one you just had up. Can you put it back up?
Why we keep doing all these articles?
Hey, Show.
What up?
Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is, in 2 to 3 years, I'm not surprised if Joker leaves. I'm not surprised.
That last paragraph.
Denver, it's understandable.
Ain't no market in Denver for him, of course.
That last.
He's probably gonna go to the Lakers.
Hold on.
Or like you said, the Pistons.
Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead, El.
That last paragraph answers your question. You were talking about why they can't keep this in-house. You have two leaders on the team. You have the coach and you have the best player. And that last paragraph lets you know that your player has grown frustrated and fatigued by Malone's fiery ways. Now, let's keep it a buck. If somebody is a fiery firecracker like Malone is, ain't no reasoning with that person. When that person believes something and they have the authority, they're going to go with it. So this is why you can't get it handled internally. Now, am I blaming Malone? Nope, not at all. Am I blaming Jokic? Totally. Nope, not at all. I think it's a combination of everything, honestly, that has split this locker room up. Players being lost that other team members felt like to continue the success, you gotta pay. If you want to win, you gotta pay. Other teams do it that want to keep winning, and they're probably upset that they let certain guys get away. Malone's fiery stance to constantly call the players out publicly. I know that wasn't gonna ride good with players. Players are can be thick-skinned, but a lot of folk just don't like to get called out publicly all the time.
Sensitive.
I mean, and then
What
they talked about how the two are clashing. Why? The two, as in Malone and Calvin Booth. They're two total opposites, but Calvin Booth has a responsibility from the owners to say, hey, with this new collective bargaining agreement, you got to find me cheap talent. You and your scouting staff have to do a better job, and then your coaching staff has to do a better job of developing young players. Find me diamonds in the rough. I'm not going to be able to go out here and keep spending all this money on these expensive players that are divas and they're not getting the job done. That's where your rift is coming, because Calvin Booth knows his job is going to hinge on these younger players developing, the talent in them being given the opportunity to come out. Well, you got a coach that wants to win right now, and y'all know all old school coaches that want to win now, they don't trust young players. See how the whole thing has just got everybody at odds with everybody? This is why you'll get a guy like Jamal Murray who won't care for Russ because he's taking the ball out of his hand, he's turning over, he's doing dumb stuff. But the coach will trust Russ because he's going to push the tempo, he's going to play hard, he's going to, run through a wall for me. Then Nikola Jokic, he's being called out, on the sneak tip, and none of his stuff is being listened to. The coach is thinking, look, I tell you what to do, play. I've shown you that it wins. Follow my lead. I see why it done fell apart, though. I don't have blame for just one individual. I think it's just a combination of everything, and especially from ownership down with this new CBA, bro. You're not going to be able to buy your way to championships no more. They have made sure of that. So now your talent people and your coaches have to really do their job, because you're going to have to develop your young talent quickly. Because here's the thing: if you don't do it quickly, when they say they 3 years or 4 years, in that fourth year, say they talent come out, guess what happens after that? Now you got to pay him.
Hold on, El.
That's sad, bro.
Hold on a second before I go to G-Man. Here's the problem, though, El. Like I said, you got to look, the GM did not replace the defenders. Mike Malone, he had to take blame. Nikola Jokic. Here's the problem, though. I hear more about what everybody else not doing and nothing about Jokic. That's the biggest problem.
I've been hearing. I guess I'm hearing different, because I've been hearing some people online. They've been blasting Jokic. Like, look, first off, you done got a NBA coach, a very good coach, fired. I'm hearing people blame Jokic for getting him fired, and I've heard yeah. And I've heard people say, I was on NBA. I do the radio stuff. I was on the radio listening to NBA Today, and they were talking about Brian Scalabrine was talking about it, and they were saying that part of the problem is they're going to follow the leader. And if Jokic and Murray ain't playing defense, nobody's going to play defense. That's the stuff that they were talking about, and that's true. If your main guys ain't going to play D, ain't nobody going to play D.
So when the main guy starts spazzing. When the main guard starts saying, man, this team sucks, we can't play defense, everybody else what you think they're going to do?
Exactly.
They're going to follow his lead.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Malone preached this all year long. This shit just pop up. Malone been doing this all year, calling out defense all year.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, look, if you hear me talk, even with the LeBron catering stuff, I said many times, hey, it's kind of hard to put it on one player in the organization. There's many members in one organization. So when there's success, it's a team. It's a team. Everybody get credit. Now certain people gonna get more credit than others. But then when it's blame, when things going bad, I notice like certain players don't get the blame for it because they might be fans of a certain player. I noticed that how they talking. How they trying to use Russell Westbrook as a scapegoat. This is the second time, right? The second time. You notice you get that stuff with the Clippers. You know why
there's somebody in the national media use Westbrook as a scapegoat?
You know why you didn't hear that stuff with the Clippers? Because Kawhi generally like Russell Westbrook. Same thing with James Harden. Same thing with Todd. They generally like the Russell Westbrook. That's
He's
why
a great teammate.
That's why you didn't hear it. When he was with the Lakers, guess what? He was a vampire. They blame him every single time. He went go to the Denver Nuggets, he gets blamed. You know why? Okay then. Come on. Use your brain. And I ain't even no big Russell Westbrook guy like that.
Hey, did y'all see the one article that talked about the clashing heads, the two, and how they communicate? When they were talking about the way Calvin Booth and the way that Mike Malone communicates with each other. Did anybody see that article? They talked about the brashness. Now they tried to spin it almost like it was Calvin Booth, but I know Calvin Booth. He ain't rah in your face.
Calvin Booth is real mild mannered, bro.
He is. Thank you. Yeah. So I didn't like the way that article was spent because everybody knows who's the rah in your face. It's got to be my way or the highway kind of guy. That is definitely Malone. But the way the article went was like, because it gave an example saying, if a person says to you, hey, look, I need such and such to play more minutes and this person can't play more minutes, you need to get it done now. See, that's making you think that Calvin Booth is coming to Malone and saying to him, you got to play. That ain't, no, it ain't. And the article was kind of,
they don't spend no money either. They're not spending no money in Denver.
Hey, Elder, to play with these articles is to take away from what really is who's really responsible for this shit.
Yeah,
so now everybody pointing fingers at except for the person who's responsible.
Yeah, no, I can tell clearly.
Responsible, bro.
No, I'm talking about between them two. Joker's responsible. He's the one you're gonna look at first for the players part. But there's still a front office part to this too. There is. Yeah. Those two men have to be able to work together. And what the article was saying was winning covered this up, so it never got dealt with. It's been there for a whole time, but it never got dealt with. That's what they're saying. And until you start losing, now you got to deal with it.
Hey, this happened with Mike Budenholzer in Milwaukee, bro. This happened with money in 2 years. This happened with the Lakers in LA when Carter Hand went to the Western Conference Finals. So
They've been wanting to separate themselves from Mike Malone.
This is the NBA, bro.
Yeah, because Mike Malone get on that ass and they all sell. That's what it is.
It's not.
And the cool part about it, that's just the NBA. That's how it operates, bro. Every team. They
need defenders to cover up.
Fix your mic, Thomas. Fix your mic.
They need defenders to cover up Joker and Murray's defense. That's what they need.
Fix your mic, man.
You need to go
but
out.
But I've been telling y'all, even in a championship season, bro, Michael Porter Jr., Nikola Jokic, and Jamal Murray are the weakest defenders
my brother, too smart.
Team, bro. So,
but like, G Money.
It was only gonna show. It was only gonna show, and this is the result of this showing, bro. You can't hold players accountable to play.
Shit crazy, man. Shit's crazy, man. Shit crazy, man.
That's sad, bro. I can't be a coach. So you telling me I can't coach?
We taking it.
Wow.
I think it go both ways though.
I think you can coach.
Both
you just
ways.
have to coach a certain way. You gotta be able to. Hey, you gotta be able to discern the room too, though, bro.
Yeah,
and you gotta be able. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You gotta be able to discern the room too, bro.
Greg
Popovich. I'm not gonna just let. See, one thing these tell me about Popovich though, and I'm talking about the players and the other coaches that's been under him. He's a hard noser. But he's reasonable. He will sit down and listen to you. He will take your suggestions. He will do that. You see what I'm saying? Phil Jackson was.
How do we know that Mike Malone won't do that?
That's not what people are saying. I mean, from Sacramento
to
Denver.
They can paint it any way they want to paint it, bro.
What I'm saying is, hey, from Sacramento to Denver. These are.
Well, we know Sacramento's ownership is terrible. Come on.
All right, so stop capping, Elder. Stop capping, bro. Stop capping. He was a good coach in Sacramento, and the players.
Nobody is questioning the
coach. He's a people person. Mike Malone coached in Golden State. I know he's a people person.
Absolutely, Leezy. You're right, Leezy. Those are facts, bro.
So y'all think this is y'all think this is just Jokic being sensitive? I'm asking a question. Y'all think it's Jokic just being sensitive?
Of course it is.
I'm not gonna put that past these diva players today. You know I'm not. I mean,
all the Euro players and LeBron.
But how do you explain the rift between the coach and the GM? Because it's clearly a rift between them two. It's clearly that.
No,
Probably because the GM didn't get him the right players.
They were the scapegoats.
Because the GM didn't get him the right players.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Stop.
Hey, Elder, you mentioned Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson, but why didn't you mention the strong leadership at the top with their two best players, Tim Duncan and Michael Jordan? See, if Joker was everything y'all say he is, right, then you don't let these type of things sink in. Guys are going to get on your back, and they're going to fall in line. So this tells me that Joker is a horrible leader, and even if Mike Malone is a little bit, tough to deal with, your best player has to be accepting of that, so it filters down to the rest of the crew.
Did y'all see the Joker yesterday?
I mean,
did you see the Joker yesterday? See him in game? Did you see how he took over the whole team and tried to act like he was the coach? Man, dude is phony, bro. Super phony.
Come on, stop yourself. Come on,
man.
G-Money. The reason I'm telling you it go both ways. I think it really started when it started with the GM and Mike Malone. I think it started actually over Jamal Murray. I think Denver wanted to Jamal, wanted to move on for Jamal, but Mike Malone was a strong advocate for Jamal. I
know that's true.
Yeah, and I think
he was a strong advocate for the Joker. He was a strong advocate for the Joker when we was blasting him in the media for his lack of defense. Who came to the Joker's aid? Who came to the Joker's aid? That's all I'm saying, bro. It was Mike Malone. So you gotta miss me with any kind of say you saying it's going both ways. Mike Malone stood up for
all you
his
do is run your fucking mouth.
Hey, Herm, I ain't never even got a chance to talk, to be honest.
You been running your damn mouth like a motherfucker.
Well, I gotta talk. I gotta say something. I waited my turn patiently, nigga. What are you talking about?
You been taking over everybody's turn, though.
I'm not taking over everybody's turn.
Yes, you have. You unintentionally did, but you did.
Who up next? I got to go to.
Go ahead,
bro. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead, bro. That's good. Go ahead. Go ahead, huh? You got it.
No,
y'all talking to me at least?
The brother at the right corner.
Go ahead, Thomas. My fault, Thomas. Go ahead, Thomas. You was waiting. Go ahead.
Oh no, if you was next, I was gonna let you go. I was just saying. I was just talking shit with Herm because he was talking about.
I mean, everybody got their perspective, bro.
Thomas,
but I mean,
you know, you don't know a damn thing about that.
You gotta go with what you see, not what you hear.
This is the whole story.
These narratives. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that. This the whole story. It goes back. It's been going on for a while, like Hearn said, right? This shit been going on for a while. But this is where Showtime has been the most accurate out of all of them. And Maz, the reason the shit is leaking out is because Mike Malone gets on his players the same way that Popovich always did. Popovich used to sit out the big three, but matter of fact, he set out the whole starting five for a road trip in San Antonio. He didn't even allow them to go because they was bullshitting and not doing their job. He sent all their asses home. They didn't even go on the road trip. That's what Moss was speaking on. What Showtime is saying is absolutely right. Malone has been screaming about the defense all year long. What is the easiest way to beat Denver? Attack what two players? Murray and Joker. That's who gets targeted. And this is where Elise can speak on this. This was the same MO that Curry had, but here's what Curry did. He still ain't a great defender. He got in that weight room and he said, y'all gonna start picking on me, and if you do, I'm gonna at least try. Now he's not great, but at least he tries. Joker and Murray are liabilities, just like Curry was. The difference is Curry said, you know what, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna work on my shit.
He's gonna give you
Joker and Murray, that's why they go home every year. They got a good team, bro. They go home because I think was it Elder or was it Herm? It was Elder or Herm. One of y'all said if the best player ain't gonna play no defense, the team is not gonna follow suit. It's the same problem they had in Dallas. When Luka was giving pushback, they've been telling Luka to play defense and stop crying to the refs for a long time. He wouldn't listen. They got his ass up out of there because they listened to Jason Kidd. The only difference was Denver listened to Joker and got Malone up out of there. It's the same shit.
You was cool with things you were saying until the Jamal Murray aspect. Because I think Jamal Murray is most of the reason why Denver beats the Celtics. Because Joker go get his numbers, But when it comes down to
Yeah, on offense,
clutchability,
I agree. We're not talking about
when it
offense, though,
comes
Herm.
down to, I seen it
You
on
talk about
defense. I
offense,
seen
Herm. We talking
No,
about
Herm, you talking about the wrong
y'all
thing. Herm,
motherfuckers.
I agree
All
with you.
y'all do is talk, man. That's all y'all do is
because you
interrupt and
think you
talk.
know what you talk
No,
about, nigga. You know what the fuck you
you
talking
just
about.
interrupted me to talk about
One at a
offense, and I'm talking
time,
about
dog.
defense.
Hey,
Y'all
man,
can't
y'all
interrupt me,
chill
nigga.
with the F-bombs, bro.
Come
Remember,
on,
son
bro. What
said
we
not at
doing?
this time. Chill with the F-bombs.
Y'all gotta chill.
Talk one at a time.
At the end of the day, I seen Jamal Murray make big plays
Jokers don't believe
defensively
it.
and offensively in the games. I seen Jamal Murray been that person for the Nuggets, especially late in games and clutch situations on both ends. So what you saying about Jamal Murray, I can't let you do that because I seen Jamal Murray make clutch defensive plays as well as offensive plays. And when it comes down to it,
He still gets targeted, Herm. He still
He
gets
blocked
targeted all the
LeBron's
time. That
shot.
don't matter.
He blocked
if
one
y'all
shot, Herm.
why y'all can't?
Murray gets picked on all the time
And
and
y'all
abused.
just let her finish, and then you rebuttal, Thomas. I
I mean, he interrupted me to say so I was giving it back. Go ahead.
Yeah, you gonna get it right back.
Yeah, you're gonna get it right back. But straight up though, when it comes down to Jamal, it's easy to target a guard when you know that his help, the person the big man that they use, and not go help on the screen. So y'all think Jamal Murray getting cooked, but hell, he doesn't have a big man that really got his back. So yeah, Jamal Murray gonna seem like he's getting exposed, but when you, as a team, all we gotta do is whoever Jokic is guarding, all we gotta do is bring that man up to set screens. We know that Jokic ain't gonna really commit, so we got easy range one way or the other, either easy dump out basket or we gonna get an easy good look jump shot, or the help going to collapse even more because Jokic don't step up on help. So yeah, we gonna have an easy, good shot either way it go. Jamal Murray is not a bad defender. It seemed that way because look at who's behind him. He doesn't have a rim protector behind him. He doesn't have an elite big man that is good at pick and roll action. So yeah, y'all think Jamal getting cooked, but that's not really the case. I seen Jamal Murray late in games in big situation, play solid defense, and also he hit the big shot. So that's cap, man. That Jamal Murray is just a liability defensively.
All right, can I
Murray
fix
is not
that?
a good defender. I'm sorry.
Can I fix that? All right, here's the thing. Jamal Murray don't play the point of attack defense. That's Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray gets posted up all the time, one-on-one, got nothing to do with the pick and roll action. He does make plays, and he is the closer that I would go to on that team. Offensively, I agree with everything. I've always said that. I've been saying this for years now when everybody was trying to give Joker all the credit. Murray's the closer. Murray hits the big shots on the closing time. I'm sure Joker hits some, but most time it's Murray that does the closing. On offense, I agree with that. But on defense, he doesn't take on the pick and roll. He is off the ball. That's Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter, it was KCP. It was Bruce and Green. They were the ones handling the brunt defensively. Murray is just the guy they're going to target to dodge those guys. And when they're dodging them to come to you, that means you are the target. I actually probably would agree that he can probably do a little bit better defensively than Joker does. I agree with that point. But that like he don't get targeted and over and over and over. And just because he make one play here or there, that doesn't solve anything. Hell, James Harden makes plays defensively, but he's not a defender. Right? So I agree with everything he's saying, but that like Murray's not picked on and not targeted is cap. But Joker is also targeted and picked on just as much, maybe even more. But they both are, and that's what Mike Malone's beef is. He's been saying this all year long. You go watch the pressers. Every time he speaks, he's pissed off because his guys are not playing defense. And it's like one of y'all said, that shit has to start with the star player. If he's not going to give you defense, the team is not going to give you much. That's just the bottom line. And that's what got Malone up out of there. And Showtime is right. If y'all think it happened to Doc Rivers, and I'm going to give, I'll end it on Doc Rivers in a second, and now let somebody else go. But I'll go back to Showtime. If y'all think Showtime is not right, if y'all think that Denver did not talk to Joker and Murray before they fired that man, y'all are lost in the world. That absolutely happened. I guarantee it happened. If it ain't came out already, it's going to come out. That's for sure. But to Doc Rivers thing, they spoke and said they was going to keep Doc Rivers. A week later, a few days later, they had a meeting with only two people, Kawhi and Paul George. Doc Rivers was fired the next day. So if y'all think this shit didn't go through Joker, yeah, y'all lost your damn mind. You protecting the dude, and I probably agree with Herm or Mass, whoever said that. They protecting. They know who they protecting and why they protect. I'll let somebody else go.
Now look.
I'll go ahead, show my baby.
Now, I don't want to keep staying on this topic because we got bigger fish to fry. Even bigger fish to fry. Warrior fans, what's up, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to check in on Easy. I want to make sure he's doing all right. I know he's probably going through
Warrior fans,
doing a welfare check.
Damn.
the press right now. So
you doing a welfare check on that dude?
Hey, how
long? Just want to make sure he's.
Hey,
before you switch it, so
that's racist, Elder.
Hey,
racist.
man.
That's what?
I've been waiting.
A welfare check. Come on,
did you say that's racist?
Yeah. Well,
that's racist, man.
Do you know what a welfare check is, bro?
What?
Crazy, right?
Do you know what a welfare check is?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Do you know what a welfare check is?
But he can do a welfare check.
Yeah, it got nothing to do
Come on,
with race.
man.
When you're checking on somebody's mental state or physical state, like old people or anything like that, or a child, that's called a welfare check, sir.
Automatically.
No, that's called a welfare
check. Checking on your well-being. It's checking on your well-being.
Well, yeah. You said the wrong word.
It's called wellness.
No, I didn't. It's called a welfare, sir.
Hey, that's not what welfare is.
You call the police to go send a wellness check on somebody, not a welfare check.
You mean wellness?
Okay.
That's a wellness check, bro. They got to do welfare.
Y'all can look it up.
Hold on.
You must not know what welfare is, then.
Hello. Okay, let y'all. Look, if you don't know what a wellness check is, you need to go use your phone.
No, I know what a wellness check is. A welfare. Do y'all know what welfare is?
A welfare check means you broke, bro. Wellness check means you check on somebody's mental.
Right, I know what a wellness check is. He said welfare.
No, it's not. I have been a part of many health and welfare.
Let's move on.
Google is free, y'all. Google is free.
Nobody cares what it is.
We want to get on the real topic.
Come on,
Google. Do y'all want me to speak since I'm the only Warrior fan in here, or no? Which one? What you want?
No. Hold on. Can I talk? Can I talk, man? Y'all be arguing, bro. Are we in high school? What we doing? All right, let's get to it. Look, the Golden State Warriors dropped the ball last night, and I'm trying to figure out what y'all got to say now, because silly me, I've been the one that's been advocating that y'all are a championship level team. I mean, geez, I've been sitting there, championship level Steph Curry and Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, just for y'all to get y'all heartbroken by Harris and Barnes, once friend turned enemy. Come on, Warriors. Now, G-Money, loud as your damn mouth is, you need to be sitting over here telling me, explaining. I need some explanation how that happened last night. Come on, G-Money.
G-Money, you called to the stage, boy.
Talk to me, G-Money. Hello?
Is he muted? Did you mute him?
You muted my mic then, nigga. I let you unmute me, bro.
I didn't know you muted him up.
I didn't mute it.
Hey, Showtime, you got to give him a break, man. He's going through a lot. Just give him, give him deep breath.
Hey,
look, we all go through up and down.
On me, y'all. Y'all know I'm not built like that. Come on now, be easy on me.
Hey, it's only one game, bro.
No, that one game is important. This is important.
Yeah, that game. To be honest, bro, we have an issue with players being prepared to play. We think that we just supposed to show up just like we did with Miami a couple weeks ago and Atlanta. Those are two games which got us in this situation. We squandered those two games.
But
then we turned around.
Y'all can beat Denver in the first round. That'll make you feel better.
Bro,
right. Tell them again.
I was just saying, could he be more specific? That's all.
Right.
Be more specific.
I want to know the players. Because it's your team. I want to know the players. I want to know the players.
We don't have the right. We don't have the right mentality.
Over there and sneak this
on the low,
Man, why can't I just ask a regular question? I just want to know what players he's referring to. I didn't watch the game last night.
The
so
mentality.
I did watch the Houston game.
I hear you.
Draymond Green, Steph Curry. I'm talking about the main guys. Steve Kerr, the veterans on the team. It's a lack of leadership. You know what I'm saying? And they don't be ready to play. They go through the motions. You know what I'm saying? But then they want to come out in a post-game presser and start laughing and doing all this bull crap. Bro, it just, our organization is not where we need to be right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the reason why Iguodala left, all these different people leave, Mike Dunleavy come. It's a lot of changeover. Hold on, I'm giving you an explanation because I hold players accountable. I don't give a fuck if you're the best player on the team, bro.
G-Money. Hey, you can write a diary and write a book on that. We talking about last night. Because just 2 days ago,
I just gave it to you. We wasn't ready to play a basketball game.
I saw Jimmy Butler show
Man, they just
Cheez-Its. This man eating Cheez-Its. Look like he just got this man walking around with sleeping clothes on with a doggone do-rag on his head.
Right.
With some pajamas on, eating Cheez-Its.
Right.
Like they had it figured out. Thought they had a friend. Harris Bourne said,
Jimmy Butler showed up though. It wasn't a Jimmy Butler issue last night. He showed up and did what he was supposed to do.
Who Harris Bourne made that 3-0?
Jimmy Butler.
That's a tough shot, bro.
That ain't no tough shot. Man, come on, bro.
Jimmy Butler, did you know Jimmy Butler challenged the shot? Did you see Jimmy Butler challenge the shot?
Well, Harrison Barnes breaking. Look, Harrison Barnes was breaking. Hell on music. Harrison Barnes was breaking. He was breaking mid-range jumpers in the fucking finals for us. I was surprised he hit that motherfucker too.
Harrison Barnes is having a career year from 3-point land. So,
but hold on a second. Hold on. True or false? Was the Warriors up double digits?
Yeah. We was up 12 points, 13 to be exact.
No, 14. We was actually up 14 to be honest.
14, excuse me, but we blew it.
How did y'all blow it?
Small ball lineups. You got Brandon Podziemski, Steph Curry, and Buddy Hield in the game with Kevon Looney and Draymond Green. Tell me how we gonna have any productivity out of that lineup. On both ends.
I'm gonna be for real.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Shaw. Go ahead, Shaw. My bad.
What happened to the lineup that y'all 14-0 with?
We put that out there. That's what I was just about to. That's what I was just about to get to.
I don't look at that stuff.
I was just about to get to that lineup. He put that.
Just bragging about it.
Hold up. He put that lineup. He put that lineup in at 9 minutes. He put Steph back in the game in 9 minutes with the entire starting lineup. That has won us the game. However, this is what happened. They allowed so many Stephon Castle, Kendall Johnson. They let Vassell. They let every time they touched the paint. Even Chris Paul. They got 2 feet in the paint and they was able to move our defense. They were not locked in defensively. Not only that, they allowed them to gain their confidence every time they were able to make those shots. Every time it's like at one shot after another. They were 5 for. At one point, they were 5 for 7 just in the fourth quarter from 3 deep. I was like, this is not good. This is not good. Steve need to put him back in. Everybody needs to be back in right now. Then next thing you know, they not getting no offense on the other end because Draymond. They're just what was it? Draymond was literally forcing the pass to Steph over and over again because they just basically they said forget Brandon Podziemski, forget Moody because they weren't hitting their shots. And then not only that, they got gunshot. They weren't even trying to shoot the ball. So it turned out it just became the Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry show. And I'm like, they're selling out to both of them now. So they ain't got to worry about it. So you had multiple possessions. You got multiple possessions where then after that, and with 3 minutes, I'm no bullshit. 3 minutes left. You had Draymond turn that ball over 3 times. Then you had Steph Curry turn that joint over 3 times. And then it ended up Jimmy Butler mishandling the inbound pass. That was the game. I was like, it don't even matter at that point. I'm like, oh no. And I was like, somebody called it. They was like, it's gonna be a Harrison Barnes game winner. This is the only thing that make it even better. This is a Harrison Barnes game winner. Next you know,
I'm sitting here covering the game, and something told me because I like how y'all always when we doing the games, y'all remind me what the score was. Somebody said, hey, show, I think it was Kendall. Kendall said, hey, show, it's a 1-point game. I said, what? I put up that dog iPad. You know, as soon as I clicked press play, guess what happened? Draymond Green turned the ball over.
Bro, I'm telling you, and he was making like he was selling like they were selling out Stephon Castle and Kendall. They were selling out so bad to Steph Curry He sell out so bad. Like there was one play where Steph was getting swarmed by both of them coming around a pick. Brandon Podziemski is open in the middle. He's still trying to give the ball to Steph. Turnover. I'm like, what is we looking at? Am I really looking at this? I'm walking the dog. I'm like, oh hell no, we gotta get back to the house. What is we doing? Like, what is we doing?
It wasn't just Draymond turning it over though.
No, it wasn't just Draymond. It was Steph.
Jimmy Butler had a huge turnover with like 30 seconds left.
30 seconds. Yeah, because it was an inbound pass. Steph, he passed it to Jimmy, and he passed it to his offhand. And I believe that was I can't remember the brother's name, but I forgot who was guarding Jimmy.
Was it Harrison Barnes that took that?
Was it Devin Vassell?
I think it was Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell got in position and tipped it away. Jimmy couldn't control the handle of the ball. And then it led to another turn. I'm like, I knew what play Steve drilled up in the inbound plays. I'm like, okay, it's going to be a flare out going towards the middle, and it's going to have Moody coming off the screen, and Steph is going to be open from the wing. I was like, okay, I already see where he's about to have to play. Man, that inbound pass, they fumbled that. I was like, oh, we are not winning this. We're not winning this. And not only that, that's another thing why I said that we're going to struggle in the playoffs. And another reason I say we're going to struggle in the playoffs is that
Hey, Thomas, is Steph Curry on that team, Thomas? Last time I checked, Steph Curry is on the Golden State Warriors, right? Yeah, it's his fault, bro. Period, bro. I ain't blaming nobody else. The best player gets the fucking damn. My bad, Showtime. The best player gets the blame, right? And there's been question marks on Steph's leadership over these last 4 or 5 years, right? And so if Steph is this great leader and player that we think he is, bro, games like last night, that falls at Steph's feet for me. Point period blank, bro. Because when they win, he gets all the credit, right? For 2022 versus Celtics, he gets all the credit. And so for me, I mean, listen, bro, like it's go time, right? You got.
I get that, but hold on, but I'm not Thomas though.
No. I know you're not Thomas. I was asking Thomas a question. But let me say just real quick, bro.
I got you.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Steph and Wendell Curry, your team has 32 losses and you're bunched up, and you know a loss can put you in a position where you're in a playing situation, right? And anything can happen, right? And so I got to put this on Steph, bro, because that tells me that there's a lack of focus and there's a lack of leadership in winning time, right? And real leaders got the troops tunnel vision, ready to go, ready to play, attention to goddamn detail. Bro, like the Golden State Warriors, some of their turnovers are just so dysfunctional and so disappointing. For them to have Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, bro, and Draymond Green, and for those guys to be in the situations that they've been in the past, and to turn the ball over at that rate, and some of the turnovers that they have, it's just flat out ridiculous, bro. And so we can talk about Jimmy, Draymond. Hell no, bro. The game last night is on your best player, Stephen Curry, bro. Period.
Well, here's why I'll say this too. This is another thing too. When they started,
when they started off, one-on-one basketball, or is this 5-on-5? This is team sport.
This has nothing to do with one-on-one basketball. This has to do with leadership at the top, filtering down to your best players, especially when there's 3 games left and there's like 4 or 5 teams bunched up. Showtime and Elder with 32 losses. You can't afford to take a loss.
No, you can't afford to take a loss. But I don't understand. But this is what I was gonna say though. Like you,
that's the first thing I said when I came in.
But that's they wasn't focused.
Yeah, that's what I said because I was just about to say.
I'm just saying because some guys on here. I mean, Leezy did, but you know, like we got.
That's the first thing I said, man.
Hell, that was gonna be this. That's the one thing I did agree with Elise. Like at least
that's when I came in here when I first started. That's the first thing I said. This is on Steph, Dre, and Steve Kerr, the veterans on the team. Period.
Now look,
because like they started the game. They started the game 11-0, and I was like, okay, as long as they stay on this type of energy and not keep the foot off the gas, they looked at the Spurs like how they looked at the Suns, like they're just gonna roll over. And I'm like, no, the Suns are defeated. That's different. Spurs are not going to. No, they still got Stephon Castle was playing for Rookie of the Year. He's still playing these games out. So why on earth y'all take y'all foot off the gas and then the second quarter comes around? Our second unit can't get anything going.
That's where we lost the game.
And that's where we lost. No, but we lost the game.
But remember I told you about the Harrison Barnes stuff. Now, Pet, now you don't think he want to spoil their chance of making the playoffs? Absolutely. So
absolutely. He did it. He did the same thing when he was on the Kings. He was trying to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, so the Clippers could really
end Spurs every year around this time. Every year.
I don't want to
the Clippers could really
show. I'll be waiting to go.
Okay, I'm gonna say one more thing. I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'll be good. But it's easy. Just like how they beat the Spurs by 20. Not even a week and a half ago, because they were focused, right? This is main thing is just focus. That's why it's like when Steve called that timeout early, I was like, y'all not focused. I was like, y'all not focused at all. I was like, hey, please let them know.
Why are they not focused? But why are they not focused? These are big games.
But they
need to win these games. They can't afford to not be focused.
Blame it on the coach.
But here's the thing, just same thing like they did with the Spurs last week. They did not. They expected the Spurs last week was going to roll over like they did last time. Spurs like, nah, we're not gonna roll over. We finna ruin y'all day.
Look, you have to look at the two. I'm looking at the big three. Those guys. When I watched them in that fourth quarter, they gave the game away.
Yeah.
I mean, there was all three of them. They just kept
all three of them.
The more turnovers they gave, the more time they gave Spurs the ball, what happens? The Spurs got more confidence. They said, "Oh, this is a 1-point game. We right here." Pay attention to Chris Paul. You know what Chris Paul saying? Man, we can beat these MLs.
We can beat these folks.
You didn't hear what he was talking?
I saw it.
I already knew. I already seen
Go
it.
back. Look at it. Chris Paul said, "Come on, bro. You got it. We gonna beat these. We gonna beat them."
After Wilson hit the shot, he called somebody a B word. You can read his lips.
He called somebody a B word, and he was trying to get the foul. He was saying, "Oh, he fouled him too. He fouled him too. Go look at that." I was like, "Oh no,
he might have been talking to the ref though on that part."
No, he was talking to somebody. He was talking to somebody else.
He was looking for a foul on that play
Chris
too.
Paul was That's why I'm telling like teams like them, Portland, you gotta don't be the worst, don't be the toughest games because if you're not focused, they can beat you. Don't be the toughest games.
Bro, we didn't lost to the worst teams in the league this year. So
now here's the question, y'all. Now here's the question. I want to hear for L. Oh, little T Price, and I go to L. Now here's the question. I slew my boy Reggie up in there. Is the Golden State Warriors season, is they in trouble? Now you do got games like tonight. I'm very interested in tonight game because that's going to determine a whole lot. Memphis, Minnesota. Do y'all think they're going to drop? Are they in trouble of missing the playoffs or falling in the play-in?
Well, this is the thing. We have the tiebreaker over Memphis, so any Golden State Warrior fan is probably going to be rooting. No, we don't. So Minnesota has the tiebreaker over Clippers. So what that will do, we will be back in 6, but we still have to win against Portland. But
no, y'all gonna have to beat us. No.
And then on that, we have to beat the Clippers. We gotta finish. Yeah, we gotta finish. You said what?
Hold on. I gotta cut you off right there, home.
All right.
We don't have the same record, home. We don't have the same amount of losses as Minnesota.
No, I'm talking about. I think y'all. The Timberwolves have the tiebreaker over y'all, so they will move y'all down.
Nah, they got more losses than us. They got 33 losses.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 32. We win losses.
But that's the thing. The Warriors still have to.
31 losses.
That's the only thing. The Warriors still have to beat. They still have to play the Portland Trailblazers and the Clippers. So it's like the game that I was telling my dad, like the game that we could. The game that they had, if they had to lose a game that wasn't like super duper important, it could have been the Clippers game. But you had to win those games, those freebie games, in order to be like have somewhat of a cushion. because you had the cushion last night when Giannis and them came back from 24 down against the Timberwolves. All right, cool. All you got to do is completely finish out the rest of the schedule and you be straight. Now it's desperation.
Yeah,
It's
we don't
desperation
control
time.
our
So
own destiny.
and look, I'm gonna say this with
control
Leesley. We have not won a playing game at all. So we're 0-3. We're 0-3. I don't need these guys in the play-in because they're not winning nothing in the
I don't
play.
even care anymore, bro, to be honest. But go ahead, T. Price. Do your thing, bro.
Go ahead, T. Price. Now he don't kill.
Salute everybody. I was waiting to go for a minute. Good. Salute everybody. Everybody was on one salute show, but hey, but salute everybody. I don't know who all in it, but salute everybody. Hey, listen.
Salute, T. Price. Salute.
Salute to everybody. But I'm just gonna stick on top. I was gonna talk about what you call it, but we're gonna stick on topic for the Warriors. I see a lot of Warriors games. It's not looking good this season for them. I don't want them in the play-in, but they have been in the play-in and they never came out the play-in. So that's all I gotta say about that. Now, one thing I want to say, I was trying to say earlier before everybody was going off and everything, was this. I find it very interesting that we live in a this modern day era right now that we bring role players instead of the star player. I never seen so many role players get so much blame as star players. I don't understand it, but it's just what it is now. This is what it comes down to. Do I think Jokic should have got blamed? Absolutely. He gets all the credit for everything. I had dudes be trolling me, talking smack about. I'm like, what? How many defensive accolades does this man have? Does he have any? No, he doesn't. And we already know Mike Malone didn't like them losing all the players that they did. It's like Show said. Basically, everybody was saying what I was trying to say earlier. But my thing is, y'all fanboys, y'all gotta keep that same energy though, like for real. This man get all the praise, but then at the same time, you can't hide your hand and start blaming everybody else when your team sucks right now. Look at the bad losses they had. Look at the loss when they lost to the Wizards. The Wizards? You lost to the Wizards? Do you get any kind of smoke for that? No, I'm just saying, man. Y'all just got to keep it. I don't understand that everybody that ever played the game, they get all the smoke. They get everything. Even players that are set in stone, they still get brought up. But the thing is, this man right here, he has to get the smoke. But we already know the media has their certain favorites. If you actually understand what I'm talking about, that's all I gotta say, bro. Salute everybody, man.
Salute T. Price. This man,
Salute.
Hey, T. Price, you got people. I gotta listen. I gotta hear the biggest Warrior hater in the world, Elder. He got people in the chat talking about some Warriors in the play-in. Look at that.
Oh man. Hey.
You got two
I don't
Warriors.
think they're gonna stay in there. To be honest.
Elder. Go ahead, Elder. What up, Priest?
All right.
What up, Priest?
Play in their prime too.
Go ahead,
You gotta make sure you say in their prime.
I've been waiting a long time too, but go ahead, Elder.
You go ahead, Priest.
Go ahead, Priest.
I'll go after
Yeah,
you.
I think the Warriors will be fine. They still have to win some games, but I think Memphis is gonna lose out. So I think Memphis is gonna be in the play-in. I don't think Memphis is gonna make the playoffs, but the Warriors still got to play better. They had no business losing that game last night. You know what I'm saying? The Denver thing, I think part of the defense with Malone and what everybody be talking about has to do with this new offense, because you have these quote unquote skilled guards that attack bigs and get most of their points against bigs. So and I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall Pat Ewing or D-Rob or all these guys being pulled out on the perimeter and having to guard these ultra quick guards on the perimeter. Most of them was able to stay at the rim. That's not today's game. So a lot of his defensive deficiencies, not all of them, but a lot of his defensive deficiencies come with being pulled out to guard these guards. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
Hey, but he can't even guard people in the post though. He don't have no defense. Period.
There's not no real. I said some, not all, and there's not really no post up big man in the league for real.
Like
outside of Who plays
Embiid.
out of the post out really outside of Zubac? Really, Embiid don't play.
Embiid.
Don't count. I don't
Yes,
count
he
him.
do. Yes, you do. Priest, he does play in the post. That's why he always
No,
kills
I
Jokic.
said Embiid don't play.
Oh yeah, well
Like,
Embiid don't play.
yeah.
Sengun gives him problems.
Man,
Hey,
Um,
he just slow footed, bro. He can't jump, and he ain't got too much length to him. I mean, he's got all kind of
he ain't got
weaknesses.
no. He ain't got any
But Priest is
athleticism.
right. Priest is right. He don't get to stand in the paint like everybody else does. That's true. But you know, there's other people that have more length and more size and could jump higher as well too. So
I'll put it to you like this: nobody ever killed Arvydas Sabonis, right? He was slow footed. He's literally the same body type, right? Imagine how
Sabonis was that dude was long as hell though. What was his wingspan?
he was like 7'3" with a very long wingspan. I get
Yeah, he was a lot bigger than Joker.
But what I'm saying is,
Hell yeah,
he
he's
got to
physical.
play in the post. He didn't get pulled out on the perimeter. If you pull Sabonis out on the perimeter, it's not going to look like that. It's going to look bad.
Priest is right, 100% right. But then nobody else gives Zubac them fucking excuses when he was getting pulled out there. You can't do that no more. Luka couldn't kill Zubac last year, but he did that shit in 2021. Didn't nobody give him no excuse.
Hold on. You can't say nobody because I thought that was a sucker move that Luka always ran away from Kawhi to get Zubac.
Well, I mean, us Zubac or Clipper guys that know the team. You're right. We're gonna know that.
Hey, man,
but we speaking on the whole. The whole did not give.
Right now. We did not finna focus on my Clippers. We winning. We finna focus on these Warriors, man. Y'all trying to distract. We stand.
Oh no! I was just saying, when nobody giving us no excuses though.
Man,
Thomas,
let them talk, man. That's fine. Don't give us no excuses. That's fine. Go ahead.
No, I was saying we got to hold Joker accountable. That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry. Everything due time. Go ahead. Elder, wake up, Elder.
Somebody snoring.
Wake up.
Somebody snoring. That remind me of C. Hill back in the day. Shout out to my boy C. Hill.
Elder sleep. What up? Hey,
Elder sleep.
Huh?
Elder sleep.
Hey, at least over there said, please let that man sleep.
Go ahead.
Warriors is trash. I mean, it's nothing. Nobody can say that.
I don't think the Warriors is trash though.
Nah, y'all can beat some teams in the first round, but don't let nobody. Listen, I know Showtime on your head, and he supposed to be on your head because you be on the Clippers' head if they lost to the Spurs too. But I tell you this, Memphis ain't gonna beat y'all. Memphis ain't gonna beat y'all.
We're not winning, bro. How many times I gotta tell everybody this?
Denver can't stop y'all. Memphis can't stop y'all. Phoenix Suns can't stop y'all. Y'all got teams y'all can beat, bro.
Brzezinski and Moses Moody is not the answer. I promise you, they not.
Hey, I'm trying to give you some hope, man. There's some teams y'all can beat in the first round. There's some teams that can't guard Golden State, bro. I'm just trying to give at least one round of hope.
Too big a level. Only if we got two.
Hold on. What you just say, Priest?
No. Oh, okay. Okay, the only team in that bottom sector that the Warriors have to worry about, to me, is Minnesota. I don't think Memphis is a threat. I don't believe, and I've said this, I'm going to keep saying it until I'm proven wrong. I don't think Memphis is going to make the playoffs, right? I don't see them winning games to go to State 6 spot, right? Okay. So I think, the Warriors got to play better, but I don't see the Memphis. I think Memphis, everybody talk about all these other teams. Memphis is the one that. But Memphis is going to be right back in that 6 spot. Memphis jumped y'all, right? Or Minnesota did?
Yes, both of them. Both.
Well, Priest is right, though. Y'all got to realize, listen, I ain't no Miami Heat guy, but to act like Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is not going to help y'all a little bit is crazy.
No, he will. But it takes more, bro. Brandon Brzezinski is a second-year player,
no,
bro.
Right now.
Well, I mean, y'all got leaders, though, bro. You got guys that been to the finals. You got 3 guys been in the finals in the starting lineup, man.
I'll be way more happy and comfortable if we had Jordan Poole in that spot, but I'm cool. I'm cool on positive.
Right now, y'all are in the 7th spot. Y'all are half a game over Minnesota. So we got to see what happens in this Minnesota-Memphis game tonight. So if Memphis loses, which I think they will, then I think will Minnesota jump going to who got that tiebreaker?
Minnesota has the tiebreaker over us, but we got the tiebreaker over Memphis.
Okay, so if Memphis loses, then Minnesota will be 6th, right? That's the team that y'all have to worry
Matter if the
about.
Clippers beat the Warriors, though.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
sleep on Memphis. They've been playing pretty. They on a 3-4 game win streak.
Man,
They've been
stop.
playing pretty well.
I got a feeling they're gonna win the night too. Actually,
I'm
I
always
thought Memphis
sleeping
been.
on
I
them.
thought Memphis been losing games. What's their record?
They've been playing better.
Hey, hold on
Last
a
3
second. Hold on a
games.
second. Time out. That man said don't sleep on that boy. Elder woke up out his sleep to say that.
I did. He woke me up out of my sleep because this conversation put me to sleep. I said,
Elder,
God,
Elder, my fault, Elder. My
And that
fault.
nigga jumping,
y'all, you're talking
Go ahead,
about
Elder.
Elder, take your shot at his and Red Bull, man. Get up.
I
Get your rocks
told
off,
y'all.
Elder. Go ahead.
I told y'all when they when they traded for him that it's not this year. Maybe next year, but it ain't happening. I told you they ain't a true threat in my personal opinion. So
Because of what?
I just don't think they got the makeup to do it. I understand they did it before with a small team, but that wasn't the same bench. That wasn't the same full roster. This team just don't have it, in my opinion. They don't.
Right.
And Curry's
I agree with that, Elder. I was trying to give him one round hope. I was trying to give him some play-in hope.
I mean, they can make it scary. You know what I mean? They can make it scary. They may even upset somebody in a round, but I just don't think they're a viable championship team. Not this year. They can maybe get a few pieces over the summer and do some building and come back next year, but I just don't see it with this team this year.
I'm cool. I'm super cool.
Why y'all so?
I think
why
they
y'all
are
hate
a
Steve
championship
Kerr
caliber
so
team.
bad?
Yeah, what?
Hey, we've been tearing his butt to shreds on
Man,
our radio stations out here, bro.
Warrior
Dude
fans
is
do not
terrible.
like
Y'all
Kerr,
don't even
bro.
understand how bad he is as a coach.
It's really more.
Was y'all saying that the past 3 weeks when y'all whooping everybody ass?
Know how to coach.
No, they wasn't. They wasn't.
Y'all wasn't saying that, man. Y'all start losing, bro.
Yeah, they wasn't saying that when we beat the Lakers or the Golden State Nuggets.
Was it Steve Kerr's fault that Steph Curry only scored 3 points in a winnable game versus the Rockets?
Man, I've been saying this.
Well, they might be able to beat the Rockets. Draymond to get Dylan Brooks kicked out in the first 30 seconds.
Bro, Steve
All right,
Kerr be
hold
playing
on a second.
4-guard
Hold on a
lineup.
second. This is my question. Yo, okay, we understand. You might not think they contenders. Do you believe? Well, okay, based on what happened last night, you think they fall in the play-in, or you think they find a way to get that 6th seed at least?
Who they last 2 games against?
Portland and
Clippers.
Clippers in Portland.
They may catch the Clippers resting though, bro. Clippers may not have to play.
Nah,
Clippers not resting.
in,
They
bro.
trying to get home.
Clippers locked in.
Round.
They locked in. They locked in. I don't see the Clippers.
No. If the Clippers lock in the 5 seed, the 4 to 5,
they in the 4.
Yeah, but Denver's got the tiebreaker. Denver's gonna get that tiebreaker at the end.
No, we want 4, bro.
I know.
Yeah, but Denver's got the tiebreaker. We're gonna get the 5th seed, man.
Clippers got to keep winning if they want that home court in the first round. That's all I'm saying.
Memphis plays Minnesota, Denver, and Dallas. They last 3 games.
Yeah, who is Denver gonna lose to? Who they got to play? Because Denver, if we tie with Denver, Denver's got the 4 seed. We going to Denver.
Did
Get
Jamal
4 or
Murray
5.
play last night? Did Murray play last night?
No,
he still haven't played.
Denver can lose these games then.
I think Golden State can beat any team out west.
Denver not finna lose to Memphis.
I don't think Golden State can beat any team.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be the 5 seed.
Hold on. What you say, man?
I think the Warriors can beat any team out west. You know, they got 2 guys on the perimeter, and Jimmy and Draymond, who can muck it up. You know, make it a not so pretty game. Defend. You know, they come with a level of physicality. If the refs allow it, you keep the game close, and you just hope and pray that Steph takes over. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but y'all on here acting like the Warriors ain't got no shot. But you,
I agree. The Warriors are not. The Warriors. I agree.
But Thomas, they'll pick other teams who play no defense and say that they got a shot. I mean, you can't make this shit up, man. So they got a shot. Now,
what you talking about? The only team the Clippers are the best defense. What you mean?
Don't play. I want to know which team.
Yes, I agree with you.
Don't play defense has been picked to win.
Hold on.
What you talking about, man? The Clippers got the best defense. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying what he talking about. That's why I want to know what team is he talking about that don't.
Yeah, what Clippers? That's the only team I'm picking out the West. What you talking about?
Got to win.
The Lakers. The Lakers.
Who gave them a
Y'all
shot?
talking about
Who gave the
Lakers?
You didn't hear me say that shit, man. No, I ain't picking no
Hold on,
fucking
man.
Lakers.
Hey, Max,
Y'all ask me a
hold on,
question,
hold
bro.
on.
This is too many
Hey,
people
Max,
talking.
who said the Lakers could win this year? Who?
The consensus is there's people out there, Elder. I didn't say you, bro. I'm just saying.
No, I was
in
just
general.
one. I haven't
didn't
heard
say you.
anybody here. I didn't. I'm talking about here. I'm talking about here,
Oh,
guys.
well, I mean,
You.
well, hold on, Elder. Here's now.
I
hold on,
haven't heard
Elder.
anybody say that.
Elder.
That's what I'm saying. He called my name. Fuck, there ain't nobody coming out the Westbrook Clippers. I don't give a damn about none of them other teams. The fuck.
But us nine people ain't the measuring stick, bro. I'm just saying.
Who coming out the West, Elder?
LA has a better shot.
Oh, I thought Mass was saying I said somebody. He was just talking to me. Okay, I got you. I got you.
I got OKC coming out.
Listen. Teams
The
like
Clippers, y'all ain't none of y'all beating them. Y'all ain't gonna put $1,000 per round on. I know that.
There's
Hey,
two
I don't
teams
even
out
care
west.
if we in the play-in. We still winning the championship.
Yo, hold on, bro.
There's two teams out west
That's
that
crazy.
have. I think there's two teams out west that have, and actually three teams, because they defend at such a high level. It's Houston, it's the Clippers, and it's OKC. Right? When you play defense on that level, you're gonna be in ball games. Every other team out west, I don't trust, because if you're not playing defense on that level and you can't get stops and playing defense ain't your main priority, then I don't respect it. So I'm not saying Denver, OKC, or Houston is going to win the West. I'm saying I give those three teams the best chances to come out the West. That's all I'm saying here. But y'all act like the Golden State Warriors aren't. Hold on. But y'all act like the Golden State Warriors aren't pesky enough. You know, I mean, they're and listen, they're a feisty little team in the passing lanes. Are they OKC defensively? No, but they're not horrible. And we know if Steph gets on a heater, right, then it's a problem. And so my only concern is this, Leezy. You can trap to a certain degree and put two guys on Steph and get the ball out of his hands. That's my only concern about the Warriors, is that if a team chooses to do that, Elder, I think they're cooked, because they don't have a legitimate secondary creator on that
Jimmy
level.
gonna go get us a bucket.
I don't trust Jimmy like that, bro. Offensively, I don't trust that.
No, Jimmy like that. No, yeah, he like that
No,
for
I
sure.
don't trust that, bro.
I promise you, he is.
But I think Golden State definitely wins the first round. Listen, if they're the 7th seed, fellas, and they play the Rockets, I'm a Rockets fan, like to the core. Right. I mean, listen, I think Golden State gets them in 6 or 7 games.
Whoa.
Absolutely not.
Hey, y'all.
Absolutely not.
Hey, y'all. Despite how the
is that Reggie? What up, Reggie?
That is. What's up, man?
Hold on, man. What up,
I've been listening, bro.
Absolutely not.
I've been listening. I'm gonna address Mr. Mass' point lastly, but to the rest of these guys, these Warrior fans, salute Elise. I know how you feel, but let's look at the numbers, right? It's a bunch of speculation. According to StatMuse.com, these are the facts as of right now. With the Golden State Warriors, number 7 in the West, they're in the play-in as of right now. 47-33 record. Their defense.
Thomas,
You got to mute that, brother. All right, so they're number 7 in the West with 33 losses and 47 wins. They're number 7 in the league in defense. I watched quite a few Warriors games this year. They're solid on the defensive end. They're number 7 with a defensive rating of 111.9. That's damn near. That's pretty decent. They're top 10 defense. They're 15th in offense. I think the Golden State Warriors were destined to be a play-in team with or without Jimmy. Their biggest problem is they're not consistent, right? And they have matchup problems because they give up a lot of size. But despite of that, the Golden State Warriors are 4th in the league in rebounders. And they're one of the smallest teams in the NBA. They clean the glass for a small team. They're sneaky physical. They're like a sneaky physical team. You play Golden State and you be like, oh, we're gonna manhandle these dudes. They low-key kind of physical, right? They execute down the stretch, but they're inconsistent. They average 14 turnovers a game. That's terrible. They're in the bottom half when it comes to turnovers. So when it comes to inconsistency, at times they do have a tendency to have late game meltdowns, with or without their best players. Sometimes their best players, like you just talked about, being the cause of it. Sometimes their role players don't step up and they go cold. They get real hot or they get real cold. When they're not making shots, the Golden State Warriors lose. These are the facts. These are the numbers, right? You can't dispute that. It is what it is. As far as them, I don't believe they're going to make the playoffs, bro. If they do, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't believe it. I think they're going to be a playing team. And as somebody said, they are 0-3 since the play-in. So they damn near been in the play-in every single year, and they lost, right? So given that history, given these numbers, and given the fact that they are an inconsistent team, and They go hot and cold, and if you get the right matchup, you can get them. If they do make the playoffs, I don't see them getting out the first round, bro. And that's just depending on the matchup. That's just being real. Like if they depend on and if they make it to playoffs, they're gonna play us, and we stepping on them.
Who was us?
Stepping Rockets. We big stepping. Houston is 6. You feel me?
Hey, Reggie, hold on, Reggie. You don't think they're gonna make the playoffs?
Showtime with the numbers I just gave you, right? Will we see the eye test, right? I went by the numbers, so nobody can't dispute the numbers. You can't say, "Oh, I feel like it." No. These are the numbers, right? Combined with the eye test, right? No, they're not getting out the first round. If they, depending on who they play, they're not getting out the first round, bro.
Reggie, you are crazy.
Hey, we could beat anybody in the West.
So okay. Let's go over this again. Because
Rockets, bro. Stop.
We so emotionally invested in this, and this ain't no hate. This is just facts. 14 turnovers a game, bro. You can say, "Oh, well, they're gonna lock that up in it." No. You practice how you play. If you've been turning the ball over at a high rate all season long, you just that ain't gonna stop in the playoffs when every team amps up defensively and you're playing better defensive competition every game. It's gonna get worse, right?
I agree with that.
But the Rockets have those spells where they don't score for like 5-6 minutes. So that's what they are too, then, right?
But we got one of the best. We got a top 3 defense in the league. So now we apply pressure. The ball don't got to go in. We to keep applying pressure, right?
Who you trust in the clutch though? Steph Curry or anybody on the Rockets?
That's not the point, bro. That's not the point.
That is a point.
Yes, it is.
That's a valid question.
That's not the point.
The Rockets do go cold. The Rockets do also go cold as well offensively at times.
But we never go cold defensively. And if y'all are Steph Curry or bust, bro, that last game we took Steph out the game. He had like less than 5
bro.
points.
It's one game, man. You want a cookie? Okay, cool.
No, but I'm saying that's a very.
We beat the Rockets without Steph Curry this year. Y'all remember that part?
I think the Rockets are young. I think the Rockets are too young. I don't see them making noise this year in the playoffs.
Bro, listen to what we're saying, bro. We arguing about a team who probably won't even make the playoffs, who was 0-3 in the play-in. I gave y'all the facts, and y'all are mostly invested in this shit versus the team who is solidified in their spot.
Well, because they
bro, y'all eating dick right now, bro. That's straight up.
Numbers don't mean nothing, though, Reg. You know that? Come on,
that's straight up, bro. This is crazy.
It's because the Warriors got Steph Curry.
Why you got so much confidence in the Rockets? Then we can go to the numbers.
Right,
bro. I just gave you the numbers about the subject. The argument was about your team, not mine. I give you the numbers about your team. We can get the numbers on my team,
bro. We're fine.
Hey Reggie, can you give me Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green shooting numbers? Because they're the most inefficient shooting team in the league, and like in the backcourt. Give me their numbers.
We got what? So now
one is shooting 42%, one is shooting 40%.
Come on, bro. This is crazy, bro. I mean, come on. Hey, Reggie. The Warriors. Hold on. The Warriors have Steph Curry, and we don't have him, bro. I mean, like,
bro, they got Brandon Podzinski, and bro, like, come on, bro. What are we talking about, bro?
He just hit 8 or 9 threes versus the was it the Lakers or
he ain't doing that shit in 7 games, man. He's not doing that in 7 games.
I agree with you on that, Red.
Come on, dog. That dude is
hit 7 threes
inconsistent as hell, bro.
Bro,
all these you don't feel like the experience. So Reggie, you don't feel like the experience in the playoff atmosphere? Hold on, G-Money. Reggie, you don't feel like the experience in that playoff situation matters?
It does, but when you have a team as inconsistent as the Warriors, when you have a team that turns the ball over like they do, when you have a team that you don't know what you're gonna get, 1 minute they looking like they can't miss, the next minute they just look terrible. I mean, and they in the play-in. We talking about them might be falling out the play-in, bro. I mean,
so they play Memphis in the play-in. So say they make the play-in, they play Memphis. You got Memphis winning?
I don't.
No, because I think Memphis is even worse off than Golden State. They're a dumpster fire. That organization is probably going to be dismantled this offseason.
Y'all tripping, Josh.
But he got the Rockets beating them though, because that.
But our organization is intact. Our coach didn't get fired last week. I
wouldn't guarantee the Rockets to beat Golden State.
Yo,
Golden State is one of those teams that's kind of got the Rockets number some. They're not a good matchup for the Rockets. I don't know why people think with the Rockets' youth and zero experience in the playoffs that they think that's just going to translate over to the playoffs. Well, how many teams?
That's
have we
what I was
seen
saying. That was my
second,
entire point, brother.
third in the league, and then they get to the playoffs and get bounced in the first or the second round? I mean, we see it every year, and I don't understand why the Rockets changed that this year. I don't understand that.
Well, versus a team who ain't even in the playoffs. It'll be if Golden State had the 6th or the 5th seed, I'd entertain this.
Again, 7th seed is still the playoffs, sir.
No, it's not. Technically, it's not.
Hold on. Hey, bro. No, technically it is because you have
It
8
is.
teams to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
bro. They're in the play-in tournament. They're in the play-in tournament, not the playoffs.
But that's because there's no
Now I got y'all on the walls now. Y'all can't defend the stats. Y'all deflecting. They're not even in the playoffs.
Hey, hold on. Let me deal with this dude.
Come on,
let me deal with him. I'm not deflecting from no
play-in,
stats because you didn't give any stats about the teams you thought that they could beat them, like your Rockets. You didn't give stats for them and the inconsistencies they got. I can speak to them, but what I'm saying to you is this. Why are you automatically given that the Rockets can beat them when what they did this year, you see almost every year in the league right now? I can go back every year for the last 5 years. There's been at least one team, especially in the West, that's either jumped the first, second, or third that nobody expected them to be there. And what happened to each one of those teams? They all get eliminated early. Every single one of them. So why is that going to change this year? What is it that the Rockets got that's going to change it? Because what's going to happen when they playing that elite defense and the refs start calling every single thing, ticky-tack, touch fouls, when the refs slow the game down and when they offense bog down like it does all the time and they can't score and they're going up against an elite scorer and a guy that done won championships and knows how to handle these situations. So to sit here and say that the Rockets just going to blow them out, I don't agree with that either. Now, I don't think Golden State is a threat. I've been saying it since they picked up Jimmy. They don't have enough, in my opinion, and mainly it's they bench, and it's the older, their older players are older, and they see it. So I don't think their consistency is there. But I damn sure ain't going to say the Houston Rockets can beat them when they ain't got a guy on their team that's ever done anything in this league. Why would they automatically beat them? Because they won 52 games?
I mean, that sound good. It sounds real good, but from a team that's in the play-in who potentially could lose to Memphis, who's like a tanking organization. That sounds good.
Reg. You just said they're not going to beat them. Memphis not going to beat them,
Reg, why do you keep saying play-in? The playoffs has 8 teams per conference. I don't care if we got a play-in to get in there. When the playoff starts, there are going to be 8 teams per side. So if a team is 7th or 8th now, they are a playoff team.
Yeah. There's no guarantee that you'll see that team. He just alluded. He gave the stat himself.
I can tell you this, though.
They're 0-3 in the play-in, Elder. What you got to say about that?
That don't mean we just going to lose every time, bro. We can
win. They're 0-3 in the play-in, bro. They've been in the play.
And that's a viable stat.
I don't care about that.
They don't. Here's the thing. Stats are facts. They don't tell the whole story, though. And everybody knows that. They don't tell the whole story, bro. You can't refute it because I want a lot worse. Elder, it's hard to refute that. Hey, Reg, I haven't refuted any stat you gave, have I?
Exactly. You can't because I could come in here and do the eye test and do what I see, and I could say what I feel, but that's part of the game. That's subjective.
That's part of the game. That's part of the game. The eye test
is just
part
watch
of the game.
Games, bro. That's all.
Yeah.
Because you know what's crazy? It's like I literally sat here.
Sunday, bro.
We're gonna beat anybody, bro.
I sat here.
Let me ask you this, Reg. Let me ask you this, Reg, real quick. Reg, let me ask you this, Reg. Where do you think the Golden State Warriors are gonna finish? They still got 2 games to play. Where do you think they're gonna finish? You think they're gonna be in the play-in?
Yeah, I think they'll stay at 7.
What if they don't?
They probably gonna fall out because Memphis already ahead of them.
We got Houston.
He said,
Memphis ahead of y'all.
We also have the tiebreaker over Houston.
Not
over Houston.
They got it over Memphis.
Memphis
They got
Grizzlies.
the tiebreaker over Memphis.
Memphis.
Minnesota
you
got the
saying they're gonna
tiebreaker over
fall
Golden
out?
State, not Memphis.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Minnesota has the
tiebreaker over.
but Golden State's over Memphis.
Yeah, right.
And you
And he
really
just said
think
Memphis is a
their
no,
only
Memphis
option? Hold on,
Memphis
Red,
is over Golden State, bro.
You believe their
No.
No,
only
they're
option?
not, bro.
You believe their only option is to stay at 7 or drop all the way out. That's what you believe in these two games.
They're either gonna stay at 7 or go to 8. I don't think they're gonna fall out of the playoffs, but I think they either stay at 7 or drop
It
to
ain't
8.
an option to fall out. It ain't an option to fall past 8. 9 and 10 is already settled, so they're gonna
9
be.
and 10 Bucks.
I think they're gonna still be a top 6 team. Honestly, I would not be surprised if they get 6th or even 5th. Because see, y'all ain't looking at Denver. They don't have Jamal Murray. Denver got 2 tough games.
They
still
do got a
coming up.
tiebreaker over Minnesota and Memphis.
Oh yeah, okay, thanks, O10. I thought we had it over Minnesota. I was gonna say we beat
So
them like
at the
3
end of the
times.
day, they got the tiebreaker
they
over
be
these
smacking
teams,
Minnesota.
and they got a team in front of them that ain't doing good. They won last night, but that's 1 out of 5 games. They've been looking like crap, and they got 2 tough games coming up still. I just don't understand. I mean,
I would not call Memphis a tough game.
I got Memphis tonight.
Stop hating.
They unpredictable, bro.
Tonight, dude. Is Memphis got somebody missing? Can somebody pull up the injury report?
What's the brother's name? What's the brother's name?
If Memphis main 3 guys,
Oh, they
playing,
got
I'm picking
Jalen
Memphis
Wells.
tonight.
Jalen Wells is injured.
Jalen Wells. That's it. Elder Jalen Wells.
But
He's hurt.
they got Job, they got Bang, and they got JJJ playing tonight.
Yeah.
I got them over Minnesota tonight.
Yeah, me too.
I like
Will.
Minnesota
You got them
bouncing
beating
back.
Minnesota?
I got Minnesota bouncing back, bro.
But
I got them
Minnesota
over
is not
Minnesota
that
tonight.
good.
Huh? Minnesota pretty good. They gonna be
If you talking about an inconsistent team, look at
they
Minnesota.
trash with Rudy Gobert for sure.
Trash can.
Right, yeah. I'm
Their
with you.
offense is extremely limited.
Hey,
If
shout
a
out
boy
to,
ain't cooking, they struggle.
Shout out to Jay. I'm Jaden. He said Warriors averaged 14.8 turnovers in 2016-17 season, 15 and 17-18, and 4.9. That's 15 and 22. They've also won championships in all those years. They always been high turnover team. That is true.
And
Yeah,
that is true. But one thing,
That's why I don't. That's why I don't listen to the stats.
Yeah, leave that out too, huh? It's always
Stats are
convenient.
misleading, bro. Stop it.
What did you about Red?
Hold up,
What you say? What
to
you
be
say,
fair,
Red?
Bro.
What do you mean by Red?
Hey, but he want to leave out that they had KD and Klay Thompson those years. You want to leave that out too, huh? Hey, bro.
Well, they're
I
better.
mean, we won in 2022. We had, but to be we still won in 2022.
Hold on, Ladarius. As a guy who ain't really a
replacement for Klay Thompson. I mean, what are we
yeah,
talking
that's what I was gonna say. As a guy, I'm not a Warrior guy, but this team you can't lean on the playing losses. Then when they only had Steph Curry, or one year they only had Draymond, when they had all them injuries and the teams wasn't healthy. So if you try to lean on that stat when they got a much better team this year, then you can't lean on the turnover stat then.
Right.
They lost.
Thank you,
Players,
Priest.
they lost.
I
the
knew you
players
was a Warrior
when they were
fan,
healthy,
Priest.
though.
It's crazy because I don't hate the Warriors, but it's
I'm
like
keep it above.
y'all sit up here 45 minutes and I listen to y'all cook the Warriors sun up to sundown. Now we defending them, saying they're going to be this great team. This shit is crazy. Like
no.
Red.
No one said
I think the reason they defending it is because you totally X'd them out, and that's not what they were doing.
I didn't X them out.
You, bro. You just okay.
You just said we was going to fall out the play.
Then you realize that they can't fall past 8.
I'm gonna be clear on what I said. I said I got the Warriors over Memphis, and I think y'all lack of experience in Houston. I think Houston has a bright future, just like Oklahoma City. But the lack of experience, I feel like, will hurt them this year. I feel like they have to build up to that, and that's how I feel. Boston took 7 years to win the championship. That lack of experience was hurting them early on. So I feel like that the same situation will be with Houston. I feel like Houston has a bright future, one of the brightest futures in the whole NBA. However, I don't think that this is the year. That's all.
If Houston play anybody else, I give them a shot, but they're not beating the Warriors at all.
Warriors in 6.
Not
All
even close.
all right, we gonna see. All right.
If that's
We
the
gonna see.
2-7 matchup, I'm gonna
It
take
don't matter
Warriors in
who we
6.
play though. I don't care if it's the
I
Lakers, the
done told the
Clippers,
Houston fans already,
Oklahoma.
don't get none of these older
matter.
teams. I think all the older teams, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, I think all of those teams will beat them. I would have loved to put Denver in there, but oh boy, ain't healthy and they're in disarray. If they were together, I would even put Denver in there, but they're not. But I think if the Houston Rockets had to play any of them older teams, which you know they're not going to have to play the Lakers. So if you're talking about the Clippers or Golden State, those are the only two options they got to play now. I'm telling you, I would pick those two teams over them in a playoff series. I would. They got too much experience. They got too many superstars, and they got guys that done got it done on the highest level, and they know how to do it, and they have a switch. Them guys have switches. They've shown me too many times they got switches. Jimmy got a switch. Kawhi got a switch. Steph got a switch. They got switches. And I don't think nobody on Houston got a switch. I can't name one person that I would even remotely think they got a switch for the playoffs.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Back in 2023, didn't the Lakers and the Warriors beat the number 2 and the number 3 seed?
Yeah.
Is that the year the Lakers made to the West Conference Finals?
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
And what's the name? They beat Sacramento, who was the number 3 seed.
And we were the 6 seed.
The Warriors did. Yeah.
Actually, though, I'm keeping that a buck. I think they would have lost that series if Fox don't get hurt.
Now,
I
look,
really do.
I will.
I believe that.
I'm gonna say this on the Rockets' behalf, though. Those two teams don't play defense. They don't rebound like this Rocket team.
What I can tell you is this: those two teams. Well, hold on. I named the Clippers and you telling me the Clippers don't play defense like the Rockets?
Oh no. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about those teams y'all compared, the Sacramento Kings and the
I got you.
Yeah,
I was basically saying about the youth. I think
both of those. Hey, Showtime. I know this for a fact. Both of those teams' offenses was way better than the Rockets' offense too, though. They had. Remember, Sacramento had a record-breaking offense that year.
Look, this is my question to Rocket fans. I'm trying to see. I'm happy. Look, first of all, I want to say I'm happy for y'all making the playoffs. I told Greenlee all the time, look, bro, y'all time coming. I think it's gonna be this year. Y'all gonna make the play. I had y'all making the playoffs, but look, check this out. I'm concerned about who's gonna be the guy that can take over the game. They make shots when they need somebody to make shots. Who is it?
There's no guy, bro. Whoever's open, whoever got the high hand.
If you ask Rockets fans, they say committee, and we know damn well committee don't win it in the
bro.
Yeah,
committee ain't winning it in the playoffs.
Even the team that epitomized committee in that 04 Detroit Pistons team that beat the Lakers had a guy that down the stretch made the shots.
Yeah, they had multiple guys that were big shot makers. When you talk about
real, so if y'all want to say that,
and the big power forward they had multiple guys that made big shots. Rasheed Wallace, they had multiple guys that made big shots.
But most of them, but down in that playoff run, a lot of that was Chauncey Billups.
At least got one.
Jalen, LP, and Fred. All right.
They're not them dudes, bro. Stop, please. They're
not. What do you mean? You asked your question. I gave you an answer.
Fred can come down for 6 straight possessions and dictate the pace of that flow and get a shot off anytime he wants. That's what we need. That's what you need in the playoffs. Fred ain't that dude. Jalen is the closest you got to that. But
between Jalen and LP, they can do that, bro. LP can do it down low.
LP cannot do that. He cannot come down. I mean, y'all see how the Anthony Edwards is, right? Y'all see how Steph is. They can do that. Just give him the ball every single play for the last 3 minutes. I'm talking 6, 8 possessions in a row. Jalen is the only thing. Hold on, Jalen is the only thing on that team that's even close to that, and I don't trust him at all.
See, I
don't trust him at all.
If you would have had this argument in December, I wouldn't have gave you as much pushback on that. But through the season, we've made some tweaks to the lineup. We had some injuries, stuff like that. Move stuff around. You know about it, Elder. Moving LP to the power forward position. I've been adamant about this. LP is not a real center. He's playing out of his natural position because on his national team he does not play the center position. He didn't play the center position growing up in Turkey, but he does in the NBA. And he's better. He's more comfortable. He's more fluid offensively and defensively. His numbers are much better at the 4 position. You put him at the 4 on the elbow on that high post, and he don't have to take as much punishment down low, defensively, offensively, it's over, bro. It's over, dog.
So you think he'll be able to do that in a playoff series versus Draymond Green?
Absolutely. Draymond is a troll, bro. He is a non-factor, bro. He
You
has to
call
do
him
these
what you want.
antics.
That dude is one of the best defensive
This
players,
dude may win
especially in the
Defensive Player of the
playoffs.
Year
Yeah,
this year.
okay.
And you call him a non-factor?
He's a troll, bro. If he's not doing these antics, the dirty plays, the talking shit, all that stuff he does, you bring him down to earth. His getting people ejected and all that.
And a guy that's never played in the playoffs before is supposed to be the guy to do that?
Bro, somebody just said it earlier. We gonna get Dylan Brooks ejected. Come on, bro.
Hold on, bro. You think a guy that's never played in a playoff game before in his life is the guy that's going to bring Draymond Green down to earth?
It ain't that far. Y'all acting like he a superstar or something, bro. He not
defensive.
Draymond
Hey,
Green
bro,
is
hold
not
on,
like that,
Reggie.
dog.
Let's keep it a buck. I'm not a Warriors fan, but defensively, Draymond Green is a superstar.
He's cool. He's cool.
Bro. Please, bro. Hey, bro, we're not underestimating the Rockets. We're keeping it real. This man is possibly going to win Defensive Player of the Year, and that's cool.
Only because Wemby got hurt, bro. Let's keep it a buck.
Doesn't matter. Not only. It's still a list of 5. Draymond would have still been on that list if Wemby was playing this year. He still would have been on the list, sir. Stop it. We got to keep this stuff real. He's a troll. Come on, man.
He is a troll.
This
Two things
dude
can be
is
true.
going to be. This dude is going to be the first true role player to make the damn NBA Hall of Fame off his NBA career. He's going to make the Hall of Fame off a triple single.
Man, you're acting like he Ben Wallace or something, bro. Like, come on, bro.
He is.
No, he's not.
At this level, he is. But where the league is right now, he is Ben Wallace defensive.
How many defensive player of the years he got? Because Ben had 4. He not Dwight Howard. He not Ben Wallace. Okay. Come on, bro. Like, dog, bro.
You act like this dude is. See, I just wish we can have a real conversation. This dude is one of the best defenders in the game. He can guard 1 through 5. Ain't many guys can say that. He can lock up 1 through 5 when he's lasered in focus. Ain't many guys you can say that about him. Now, I ain't a Draymond fan. I don't even like the dude.
I got a hot take, Reggie. You gonna look at me funny style when I say this. I think he gonna shut Sagoon Ward off.
He sure is.
Boy, you out of your
he sure is. What? Just like old boy shut Steph down the other day, that same thing gonna happen to Sengun. He gonna totally take him out.
His physicality, Elder.
Man,
guess what? We got Aquaman coming off that bench. We gonna turn it up then.
Aquaman ain't finna do nothing.
Yeah, we got Steven Adams, dog.
He gonna play 8 minutes and sit right back down with a broke back.
We've been saving him. We barely been playing him this year.
Bro.
We've been saving him.
Stop it. And think about it. What you just said, that's the most experience y'all got. Aquaman. Steven Adams.
He's a good player. He's a solid player.
Plays back to back. I'm not saying he's not, but he's older and he's hurt.
He's 30 years old.
He's older and he's hurt.
He's healthy. He was hurt last year.
Why do you think he doesn't play back to backs, bro?
Bro,
he can't handle it. He don't play back to backs because he can't handle it.
Ain't no back to backs in the playoffs, Elder.
Again, you think he's gonna play every game in the playoffs? Is that what you're saying?
And if need be in certain
he's not even in the 7-man rotation, and you know it. He's not in your automatic 7. And he ain't guaranteed to be 8 or 9. That's all he may committing to play.
Man, Steven Adams gonna be in that
8 or 9. That 8 or 9th player will probably change every single game for Ime. He ain't guaranteed to play. They got 7 guys on y'all team that's guaranteed to play every game. That's it. Come on, bro. Keep it a buck on your team. I'm happy for y'all. But don't get beside yourself.
How am I getting
beside yourself?
I'm not getting beside. I'm literally saying nobody showing respect to us, and we gonna show the world, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like y'all y'all acting like this is 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Steph, I'm not gonna say nothing about Steph. Steph is Steph. I think he's a top 10 player all time, greatest shooter ever. All that. I'm not even gonna mention Steph. I know what he could do, but the rest of them and Buddy Hield, I think Buddy Hield is one of them ones too. I think a lot of people don't talk about him.
What was your record against Golden State this year?
Let me check. It's either 500 or they got one on us because I think we play them about 4 times.
Think about that. And in a couple games they beat y'all without Steph. Man, come on, bro. I watch y'all all year. And then again, I'm very proud of the Houston Rockets. Just like I was very proud of Minnesota, just like I was very proud of Sacramento, just like I was very proud of OKC. You going home early this year if you get the wrong matchup. And to me, the wrong and let me say that again because I know how niggas love to lie on me. Y'all don't even be soundbiting. You be lying. I said, if you get the wrong matchup, you're going home early. I didn't say you're going home early. I said, if you get the wrong matchup. And the wrong matchup right now is the Clippers, and the wrong matchup is Golden State. You don't have a chance to play the Lakers. But if the Clippers, if you get the Clippers or Golden State, y'all ass is going home. I'm telling you.
I put it to you like this. I'd rather play Golden State than play the Clippers. I put it to you like that.
I think that's fair because the Clippers got better D than y'all, not just as good. Their defense is better.
Yeah, they got.
So I agree with that. I would rather have Golden State than them too.
And they got a better coach. They got a deeper team.
And the games that y'all beat them was early in the season. They were all bunched up, and the Clippers was not healthy. Then Kawhi didn't play in none of them. So you ain't got nothing to gauge from the regular season on that match.
I think our bench. Never mind. I just thought about it. Never mind. I give you that. Yeah, I think y'all got more. Y'all got some talent on y'all, but they not seasoned enough.
Yeah, our bench is really the best part of our team. The worst part of our team is our star players not being consistent. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and just be delusional and delusional glaze my team to infinity and act like we perfect. Nah, y'all brought up some good points. I didn't refute that. Our two best players are not consistent and they're inefficient. Those are like the two things.
You know why I believe it's that way though, Reg? Because there's no definition to your offense. See, teams need definition.
Yeah.
They need structure, and you need a number one guy to have that. Y'all don't have it. So y'all play this committee thing and go out here and just play as hard as you can play and hope to be in the games. Playoffs is different though, bro. It's a whole nother season. It's a whole nother ball. It's an actual totally different brand of basketball to me.
Yeah,
it really is. So this is why I'm not excited about y'all, because I don't want y'all to get one of these older teams. I know them older teams, what they're going to do to y'all. I know what they're going to do.
Elder, I'm going to ask you a question, though.
All right.
Rockets, Minnesota.
Rockets, Minnesota. Minnesota has a chance in that. But I would actually pick the Rockets in that series.
Me too. That's what I said.
I would pick the Rockets in that series.
Now, Ant-Man was scared of the holy crap out of you, though, because he has some moments, man.
He can go nuclear. He can go nuclear for 5 games, too.
Yeah,
he can do it for 5 games. So that's why I said they got a chance, but I would still, like, if I'm forced, you got Glock at my head, I'm gonna go ahead and put my money on Houston because that's who I believe gonna win.
You know why I think they'll lose? Minnesota lose because Ant-Man, he could be undisciplined. I think they put the defenders on him, Ant-Man Thompson, and they get physical with it, start doubling.
D-Tunes. Yeah. D-Tunes. The reason I'm saying they don't have a chance to play the Lakers in the first round is because the Lakers are guaranteed a top 6 seed.
Yeah,
we're going to be in third, but we're guaranteed, no matter what, we're guaranteed the top 6. We can't fall to 7. That's why I'm saying that they don't have a chance to play the Lakers in the first round. Y'all going to play the 7th seed. Y'all locked in at number 2. Now, he was asking in the chat, why am I saying Houston doesn't have a chance to play the Lakers? If they play the Lakers, it'll be in the second round. Yeah, it'll be in the second round.
Ant-Man shoot too many threes, show. He shoots too many threes.
Though, bro. Hey, we can't be mad at a man that's shooting that, but he's shooting over 40%. I ain't mad at his threes. He can shoot as many as he wants. If he's shooting 40%.
If I'm a coach,
20 of them things.
If I'm a coach, I want to see that versus him getting to the bucket, to the free throw line, controlling the pace of the game, tearing up my defense. Yeah, I let him settle for that. And I got the perimeter, I got the wing defenders. I got 4 dudes that can switch out on them and keep bodies on them the whole game. Yeah, I'll take that if I had to choose between the two.
Now, look, I'm going to say this.
I believe that too, Jet. If they got to play us, they'd have a hard time.
It starts tonight, though. We will be covering tonight's game.
What time that game come on, show?
8:30. We'll be in here for the pregame. We're going to watch that game. Very important. If you're a Warriors fan, listen to me, Warriors fans. You need to be a Memphis Grizzlies fan tonight. For real.
Yo.
Both?
You hear me? I think y'all need to be a Memphis fan tonight, bro. Just for on tonight. Now y'all need both teams to lose, but you mainly want Minnesota to lose, drop a game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Is Ja playing? Is he healthy?
Yeah, I think Ja playing right now. I need John Neal to play for me to cover it now. I can't cover a depleted team. Everybody playing, right?
I think if Memphis, if they, I wouldn't, if they can get their stuff together, bro. I think a lot of people sleeping on them, bro. But like I say, they in turmoil right now. If they keep on this downward spiral, they cooked.
Hey, hold on. Old Town, you're not hearing me. You don't need listen to me, bro. Minnesota not finna lose another game. Y'all might lose another game. Clippers. I'm telling you, you need Memphis to lose. Hear me
so
out.
what's the likelihood, Showtime, if the Golden State Warriors, you saying they could drop another 2 games?
They play the Portland, they play the Clippers. Now you look at the schedules, Kenfolk. Memphis, Minnesota got what Elder be saying? Elder, what you be saying? Cream puffs. They got 2 cream puffs.
They get cream puff schedule left.
Brooklyn. Look, Elder,
they got Brooklyn, Utah, right?
They got Brooklyn and Utah.
Them teams not even playing their guys either. They
Well,
weak.
Brooklyn-
They're not playing their guys.
Brooklyn is a trap game, bro.
Right there.
Brooklyn could be, but not Utah.
They just beat the Lakers. They beat the Rockets twice. They beat a lot of good teams this year.
You said they just beat the Lakers.
Yeah, they beat recently, like in the last 2 weeks.
It wasn't in the last. That's fine though.
But I'm just saying, Brooklyn be sneaking up on people, bro.
Hey, look.
Yeah,
This is what I'm telling
That's
y'all. Elder, this is what I'm telling them, Elder. This what they gotta hear me out on this. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You might want them to lose because they played the Memphis Grizzlies played Nuggets. I think they can lose that game, and now y'all in the same boat. You got the tiebreaker, and then they got to play Dallas last game. And if you lose to the Clippers, they lose to Memphis. I mean, lose to Dallas, then y'all got the tiebreaker over there. Y'all get the 6 seed. I'm just saying.
I see what you mean.
Minnesota gonna lose. No more games. What you think?
Nah, you making sense. No, because I was thinking like maybe that Minnesota has to beat them because I didn't know we had the tiebreaker over Minnesota, but hell, I forgot the schedule for Memphis Grizzlies. Shit, it makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense though. I don't trust y'all though. I don't trust y'all.
And another reason why I want y'all to get the 6 seed because I'm selfish. I want the Lakers versus the Warriors too.
This man here, bro.
I'm pushing agendas out here, man. I need Lakers.
We've been whooping the Warriors'
Warriors
ass. I ain't excited about that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even excited about playing the Warriors.
Who cares about
the 2 teams I want? I'm gonna tell you who I want.
I don't care about
because of their fans. Because of their fans, I want them. I want them Rockets or I want them Clippers. Is who I want. Because they fans talk too much.
But what happened? What happened with Brooklyn?
Why you scared of the Warriors? Oh, he's scared of the Warriors.
Hold on. I'm not afraid. We have whooped the Warriors' ass throughout these years. We done beat them in the play-in. We beat them in the service. The Warriors they easy work. I don't want easy work.
All this talking. You scared?
I don't want the Warriors are easy work. We've been destroying them lately. We've been destroying them lately. I don't want easy work.
Destroy them again.
I want these teams that they talk so much crap, and then when it gets time to playing, they team ain't nowhere to be found. We sitting there waiting on their tails. Them niggas ain't nowhere to be found.
You talking about 10 years
Rockets.
When you
all you Rockets fans, let me say something to you right now. All you Rockets fans, don't freaking choke in the first round. I don't care if you got to play St. Alicia's of the School of Blind. Don't choke in the first round. The Lakers will be sitting there waiting for you in the second round. Don't choke.
So you just got to telling me about Steph Curry and all the playoff experience and Jimmy Butler and they execute, but that don't apply to the Lakers though. Man, this okay.
What you mean it don't apply to? What do you mean it don't apply to the Lakers? What do you mean?
You saying the Lakers is easy work The Lakers,
No.
the Warriors, easy word for the Lakers. That's what you said.
Because you know why it don't apply? Because we've been beating them up in the last 3 playoffs. Go look. We've been beating
I
their
seen it. I
tails.
remember y'all beat them in play-in, and y'all beat them.
Lakers,
I
bro.
remember that.
Their words are easy work for the Lakers. This is recent. I ain't going back to 16, 17, 18. We've been whooping their ass recently.
One of them.
Easy work.
That shit was a buzzer beater, like last minute Hail Mary by LeBron,
work, bro. That's
like,
what
come on.
you recall.
It wasn't no easy work,
bro. I want these teams that's talking shit. Warriors ain't talking shit.
Yes,
them
they
damn
are.
Rockets fans talk, not to us. They not. Them
Man,
Rockets fans running their mouth, and them Clipper fans.
It's all good, bro. I'm the number 1 Laker hater, nigga. So
I know
it is what it is.
I know. This is why I want your team. This is why
it ain't got nothing to do with no LeBron James. It's been since birth, bro. It's since when Kobe, Magic, Shaq, all of them. I don't like them.
Look at Old Town. Old Town said they want the smoke.
2 of my most favorite people on YouTube. This is my little brother right here, Showtime, and my brother Greenlee.
I
know what all the Lakers hate.
This boy Elder really got it out for the Rockets.
I know what all the Lakers hate.
He keep he got all kinds of stuff saying on the Rockets. This man Elder saying, bro.
I just don't think this team. I was just trying to be fair. I don't think this is the Houston Rockets year. I just don't.
I don't either. History says it's not the Houston Rockets year. I believe
history says Golden State not gonna make it out the play-in. So
not with this team. It don't. It does.
I mean,
it does not.
Not with this group of players.
Not with this group of players. It don't.
You know what? It's always a caveat. It's always a but if and when it comes to something that.
So Reggie, when they lost in the playoffs before, were they not injured? Were they not injured ball clubs? When the Warriors lost in the playoffs before, were they not injured?
When the Warriors got their first ring, did they not play every team that had an injured point guard up until the finals?
Here we go.
So I mean.
I wish you would put your money where your mouth at, because I'm willing to put my money, and I don't even like the damn Golden State Warriors, but I put my money they're not going to be a playing team.
Hey man, you know I'm a broke nigga.
You got them 7 or 8, nigga. For you, I'll take $5, nigga. I'll take.
Old Time said history shows we whoop y'all ass in playoff.
Reggie, my dude, though. I love Reggie, man.
Hey, look.
I want his word. I want his damn Rockets, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Reggie. Hey, bro, you came on that panel when y'all got y'all heartbroken about the Warriors. Now,
Yeah, they were supposed to be. They were supposed to. To be honest, I was gonna pick them to win the championship that they got through Golden State. I had them winning it all.
We just gonna have to see, bro.
I'm sorry. Look. I know this.
Trice Crew, I don't agree with that, Trice Crew. I think the Rockets could beat Grizzlies. I think they could beat the Wolves. I think they could beat the Denver Nuggets too. I think they can beat those two teams.
Hold on. I don't think they can beat Minnesota.
I think they can in the first round. I think they can.
I like Ant-Man in that matchup.
They still got discipline. They still got discipline issues. You can tell their team is not connected. They still got locker. It may not be like Denver, but they got locker room stuff going on. I just don't think anybody like Gobert, y'all. I don't think any players just like him. Nobody speaks glowingly of this dude. I watch people's interactions with him, his teammates. I just don't think people like the dude for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that.
And for me, and I know what it is, it's the money. You got to follow the money. I would have been started Nas Reed. Nas Reed is a much better player.
You gotta ship him though. You can't have a 3-time defensive player of the year making $45 million sitting on the bench.
I know why he's starting.
If you ain't gonna start him, get rid of him. But guess what? When you play Denver, you love having him. When you play the Clippers, you love having. When you play these bigger teams, you love having them then. You love having him then because he makes a difference.
Man, Zubac be killing Gobert.
Zubac killed the league. What are we talking about? He kills the whole league.
And Joker killed Gobert.
Bro, you just named 2 of the best centers in the league, bro. You just named the best player in the league and another great center. Because you know Zubac, I got Zubac right there, bro. Like you telling me top 5 centers, Zubac naming that for me.
I said that on Twitter.
I said that. Yeah, he's a top 5 center, easy in this league. So you ain't said nothing by saying them two dudes destroyed, because Zubac destroyed everything in front of him. Nothing has stopped him. I ain't seen nobody shut Zubac down all year. Nobody.
And I thought that they could have won in the playoffs last
ain't
year.
Smart
Hold
enough
on.
to keep feeding him the damn ball.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Beast. That boy got a right hook, left hook. That boy can play, man. I hate the damn.
If he added a little mid range too, he'd be ridiculous.
He got a push. He got a little floater push from the
he got that floater now.
He got a floater push from 15, bro. That dude got it with both hands. I seen him do it right and left hand. I'm like, he'll turn both shoulders. He got a spin move. He gonna dunk on. He close. He dunking everything. Hands getting, fingers getting chipped. Man, that dude, I love him. That's a true old school dude, and he's skilled.
The King didn't love Zoo. That's why he got up out of there.
Thank you, Magic Johnson.
No, that's LeBron wanting a stretch 5. He wanted a stretch 5. Goddamn, who we get from y'all show? That might be the worst trade of all time.
Mike Muscala.
Goddamn, Mike Muscala, y'all played 7 games for the Lakers, and we gave up Zoo for that.
Oh man!
I bet this if Zoo played for the Lakers right now, oh my God, that booger be putting up 25 and 20 a game.
Man,
Luka would love playing with a dude like that.
You can keep fantasizing about that, homie.
It ain't gonna happen. I already know, show, but I'm just think about it though. If he had LeBron and Luka passing him the ball, bro, imagine Zubac with LeBron, Luka, and AR. Oh my God,
we good.
They be replacing rims at halftime. He has so many dunks. Bro.
Nah, y'all got Jackson.
Hey,
good.
Hey, that would be popcorn
that's Jack in the
material.
Box is who we got. That dude.
He said Jack in the Box.
Yo, I'm just saying Lakers versus Clippers first round, man. That would be popcorn material.
That can't happen. It's impossible to happen. Well, no, it ain't. We could go 4 and y'all can go 5. That could happen.
Y'all look, man. All y'all had to do is lose to OKC bowl meetings. Y'all ain't want to drop.
I doubt we play the Clippers in the first. I actually think the Clippers going to end up getting the 4th spot, and we're going to get the 3rd.
No, that would be that. No, I don't see it happening, but that would be popcorn material.
Oh,
that series right there. Oh my God,
that would be.
I want Denver. Look, I want Denver though. I want to face them.
Yeah, this is the year to face Denver. This is absolutely the year.
I hope Jamal Murray healthy too, so we can put them out their misery.
He ain't finna be healthy. This is what the 4th time in 5 years he ain't healthy.
And we kicked their ass early this year without Kawhi.
I tell you this, that's a bad contract. They re-signed them, man.
Both times they could not guard us. Yeah, man. But look, I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back in about an hour. We're gonna do the Grizzlies game. Now, hey, my scouts, man, go check and make sure everybody healthy now before we press play on it. I need everybody healthy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I do need
gonna
to
be
do
healthy
that too. For Memphis, the Memphis game talking about Memphis, Minnesota.
Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah, I need to see that myself.
Yeah, make sure y'all double check.
Yeah,
Everybody
I gotta
playing.
do that.
They only got missing the what's his name, the Brandon Clark, and I think
that's cool. Make sure John Morant play. Make sure Ant-Man play. That should be that was a good game.
All right, games right here. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure.
Hey, Marvin. Hey, Marvin, you scared of them? We ain't scared of them. Yeah, you scared of them. We gonna show y'all how to beat them. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Minnesota fully healthy. Okay. And Jalen Wells, Brandon Clark, and Zion Pullian is out for the season for them dudes. So are out.
So everybody else good to go?
Yeah, so yeah, they're healthy. Both teams are healthy.
All right, bet. We'll be in here.
I think Memphis gonna get it done tonight. I got Memphis tonight.
Me too.
I got Memphis tonight.
I want Golden State versus Los Angeles Lakers first round. I'm gonna get my bang for the buck. Why not, man?
Memphis beat them both times this year. They done played twice. Memphis
They beat them 3 times. They beat them 3 times.
No, I only say 2 here. When I'm looking, they only played 3 games. They only playing 3 games against each other.
Wanted to play. Hold on, the play in. Not the play in.
It must have been preseason. Might have been preseason. The tournament game will be on here too, though. Remember, those are regular season games except the championship. They beat them twice. They only played them twice because they're not in the same division apparently.
Okay.
I thought they was though.
Well, we'll see.
No, I'm looking at it. It said game 1 was 111, game 2 was 120. And this is game 3, 410. But yeah, Memphis, they were close now. Grizzlies won by 2 in both of them. 127, 125, 108, 106. So they close. So
we're gonna expose the boogeyman of the NBA. Nicole, y'all gonna see. Yeah, but we've been the hour though. Salute to everybody. I'm out of here.
Salute.
Salute.